And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to be diving into the playoff stages for, of course, Northeast Underdog Tournament 3.0, Season 3, whatever you'd call it, and whatever you find comfortable on your mouth, of course. But, of course, this is presented by one and only Wardrum Games, as we're going to be heading to the second playoff match tonight. I mean, technically we had the first one yesterday, but we're going to the second, which is going to be between LCF and Sacred Shine, two of the dominating forces that we saw in round robin. And it's going to be interesting how good they're going to fare against each other. You can clearly see their happy faces on the bottom of the screens. It's nice to see them, and it's going to be interesting what strategies they're going to be pulling up, as this is the best of 5 series. 3 games, 4 games, but many have already said it. It's going to go 5. Anyways, intercasting just myself, Ray, and obviously I'm joined by my homie over here, Crucifix. Damn, bro, your Instagram handle is completely different. I could never guess that's Crux.
Hey yo, Ray, what's up? It's been so long since I've actually had a chance to cast with you. And yes, talking about my Instagram handle, it's totally something that I came out of my pocket. It's absolutely just random.
Here, heaven, man.
It stems from the whole thing where I used to draw when I was a kid, and I used to love painting with like ink. And it was just amazing to actually just like see ink monsters just exist out of nothing when you just drop a blob of ink into the paper and then just like draw on it. It's kind of like a hobby of mine.
Yeah. I used to draw as well. Then I lost all my skills. Don't know what happens when you grow up, man. I just went out of practice, man. Just came out of practice. I honestly, if I start talking about my life, it's gonna become a podcast, and we are not here for podcasts. We remove the podcast and we create a cast for these teams, of course, which is LCF. you can see their teams, right? We have Stark TZ, we have Sararmud, who has changed his name, and of course we have Anti, one of the best EXP laners. But on the other side, we also have a contending players, the emerging ones, which of course it's gonna be Romcom, one of the players who have been played from Philippines, right? And the other side is, of course, we also have Art and we have Bed. Really good contending players, challengers, trying to contend for the teams. Both of these teams actually fought out on the last round robin day stage as well, and it was quite chaotic. So I'm really looking forward to what can be brought tonight. The round robin stage, at least LCF remained undefeated until IGN defeated them, but IGN was defeated by Sacred Shine, so it's a rock paper scissors kind of a thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, Crooks.
Oh, dude, rock paper scissors absolutely hits it right at home, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I have one question: is Auntie gonna get an uncle? Is Auntie gonna get an uncle soon? Because I want to actually see him, happy in life. I love the way he plays EXP lane. I'm an EXP laner myself. I love playing roam, but EXP lane tops any day, every single day of the week for me. And I love his gameplay. I absolutely adore the dude, and I expect to see amazing sets from him. I expect to see amazing plays from him. And talking about that, though, I actually expect more from the roamers, though, because we know that information is what drives the game, and Mobile Legends is all about it.
And your voice got a little bit cut off there, mate. You want to come back to me pretty soon, right? Let me know when you're back. But with it, I think we're going to be heading to the draft pretty soon, and we do have a surprise there. I think some of you already know. It's already in the comments the chats, but we'll update you and we'll let you know what's it all about. But first of all, we will enjoy the match together, as we'll head on to the draft phase immediately as soon as possible. So Crooks, do let me know when you're back, homie. Until then, I think both of these teams, the drafts are going to be interesting. It's going to be a best of 5 series, so I won't be surprised if LCF pulls back the punches and they don't go all in. They do not commit, But overall, let's go with the draft phase. And oh man, is it not nice to have the whole draft phase with the players' faces? Because the casters were not many, but at least I am used to, of course, showing my face everywhere at this point. Even though I've gotten memed very heavily to the point it's really embarrassing, but still, it's good. Right now, the players are getting the recognition, which is so good. So, finally, we're actually seeing the whole side of Sacred Shine showing up their faces on the draft, and they're looking good, and with all those black t-shirts, right? On the other hand, LCF with that, jersey, having that unity just looks great. And I love the color purple. They love the color purple, and it's going to be interesting. So, Crooks, are you back with me, man, as we dive into the draft?
Yes, sir. I'm back, and I'm gonna say the purple is actually BTS thing. Sarange guys, Sarange. Everyone
Which is
spread
funny.
love, not hate.
Which is funny that obviously Sarar Moon, his name is Moji here, and a lot of people might wonder who is Moji here. Why Sarar Moon decided that instead of having that Sarar Moon that he used for like almost years, he changed to Moji here. If you don't know, of course, Moji here is actually an artist called Daniel, or maybe you don't know who Daniel is, but you definitely know who this one is. It's New Jeans. And if you don't know New Jeans, you've most likely have been living under a cave for sure, because there's no way you haven't listened to a New Jeans song either way.
True, true. You're basically Patrick, from SpongeBob SquarePants. If you're actually gonna not know who New Jeans is obviously. But let's just jump into the draft, though. One thing that I want to point out is Zushin is banned. Ray, what's your thoughts on that?
Good, she won't get used. Only I use.
Oh no! Okay, don't listen to that. Censor that. Hey, mod, censor that.
Nah,
Anyways,
there ain't no censoring, mate. There ain't no censoring for what I say. Hey, that's the truth. I use Jushin the best. You know it.
And hey, Ray top tier mid laner, Ray on the caster desk tonight. But look at that though, CC is gonna get banned. Dude, I love the fact that CC is getting a lot of recognition.
I'll tell you.
Yes,
I use Zushin, but not for the mid lane.
Oh no, crack. I was trying to jump that ship, dude.
But yeah, with it, I think the ban phase is going to be done pretty soon from the hands of LCF. Let's see. So far, obviously, they're really prioritizing on banning out the heroes. For obviously, on one side, we have Saramon, and on the other side, you already know, we have Van Satoru. The bro decided to mix up his name as well as, like, a little bit of a Gojo in it, and there goes the Kalia down as well. So we have a lot of options available right now. You have the Airtel, you have no longer CC, but you have the Lapu Lapu. Yushin Shin and Lancelot, both of them are open as well. A lot of options. Sacred Shine picks one, LCF takes two. What is going to be the decision? Crooks, got any guesses?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really sure about what they're gonna pick, but I have this innate feeling that Yi Sun-shin's gonna get picked. Either way, it's not gonna be Yi Sun-shin. It's gonna be that one annoying hero that can puncture balloons in a matter of seconds and destroy everyone's joy in the, of course, the 10th standard playground. You don't really want Lancelot around your, kids, of course, because he's gonna pop all those balloons with puncture. But to counter that, LCF go for the Uranus.
That's a new thing. That you've brought up. Why someone shouldn't be near playgrounds of kids? Okay, he might just pop out the balloons, right? That's a new reason. I'll definitely take it into my dictionary and make sure nobody with sharp, long objects goes nearby the playgrounds, right? The balloons will be popped up, right? And one Uranus, technically, you can consider him as a balloon because he doesn't have legs and he floats. So, Lancelot, can you pop him? It's a little bit of a thick balloon. And talking about thickness, that is a very beefy fighter coming in from the hands of LCF. But that is a one... Wait a second. If that's a Uranus, who's going Rome? Okay. If that's not an error, I don't want to see any Uranus jungle, man. I don't want to see that.
Uranus jungle kind of works, though. I'm going to be very honest with you. Uranus jungle
so
works.
Does Minotaur jungle. And let me tell you, Minotaur takes the same amount to farm the time that Lancelot will end this game. The bull is very slow. Oh my god. Which is funny because he's supposed to be fast at taking down jungle, I guess, but I guess it's a different kind of bull. Well, he's half human, I guess. Maybe the human part is nerfing him,
Minotaur in the jungle is going to be very dangerous to actually deal with because he's going to have level 3 by the time Lancelot's level 6. That's facts, but one thing that I can actually tell for that one thing that we can't really take for granted is the Farsa onto the side of Team Sacred Shrine. They've got the range now. They've got the Esmeralda in the EXP lane, and that's a good counter to the Phoveus, but I'll be very honest with you. The new generation Fredrin, the big daddy of Mobile Legends, it's Phoveus, and of course, you've got to love the slick back hairstyle that Phoveus brings to the table with that daddy vibe, what do you call it? Gray hair? I forgot. There's a specific term for that, but I forgot about it. Hey, let's just skip right through that.
Let's just skip right through that. You forgot the word white.
Grandpa then. He's like Fredrin's dad. But you know what? Lunox can melt, and I think both Lancelot and Lunox both having immunity to damage in itself is kind of like a very random thing to actually think about.
You know, the thing is actually Asuna or Abhi, whatever term you want to call him, because that's his two names. Asuna over here, he is a main for Lunox. This dude played Lunox when Lunox was not even meta. So, I mean, you know your mom, right? Your mom from Math, not your mom.
Hey, I know.
I've
known her for the past 24 years. What do you mean, huh?
But yeah, your mom from Math, they actually from your mom basically. Damn, why am I repeating? Basically, he used to play Uranus when Uranus was not in meta. Asuna over here played Lunox when many people considered Lunox to be a very low tier, mainly because Lunox was not fitting into the meta because she's pure burst, just like Eudora is, just like other mages are. But the fact that, Asuna was able to make it work by having really good, precise, first of all, target locking and really good setup ambushes done by, of course, the whole side of LCF. So it's not just Asuna really being good under Lunox, it's just LCF just creates those openings for their whole team, especially the Lunox, to get that opening window, because at the end, Lunox's damage has always been massive because it's a 10% HP based damage. She hits you 9 times, so basically you're gonna be dead either way, no matter if you're a tank, if you're a squishy. But the only difference is she's vulnerable to crowd control. She's vulnerable with the fact that she doesn't have crowd control herself. That's why many people don't pick it. True. But they are kind of set with the Phobius. He has a bunch of crowd control and a good front line, so we are expected to see some good Lunox gameplays coming in from, of course, the signature pick of the person. It's going to be Asuna. The bans are coming in, and they obviously do not want the Carmilla to be getting those linking business into the backlines. The Kaja ban, though, makes me interested if there's going to be a 1-1. How about Crooks? You disappeared again. I hope you're back soon. But till then, I'm going to be obviously covering for you, homie, as the last... Okay, Jawhead. They're really eliminating options for actually Art. Okay, makes sense. They're making sure that Art doesn't get any of his comfort positions, which is obviously the Carmilla, the Kalia. They're taking out everything. At the same time, the side of Sacred Shrine is doing the same thing with the Kaja ban, not to mention, they might just ban out the... It would be funny if they ban out the Franco right now, but I think it can also be a Grog ban either way, because Grog is open right now. But they might just decide to go for something else entirely. For so far, though, at least they have to most likely just ban out a marksman or a roamer. And my guess is going to be Irithel. Not exactly Irithel. Granger is not going to be on the table, though, because, of course, Granger is someone that the Farsa can take care of. But yeah, Crooks, if you're back with me, do let me know, man.
Yes, sir, I'm here. And I'm going to be very honest with you. The Jawhead just caught me really off guard. Surprise.
Well, it's, they're just trying to take down Art's hero pool. I told you, bro, at this point, I'm just reading through them. I told you a Franco ban was coming, right? Because, yeah, 100%. This is, I feel like a 1-1 is going to show up any second now from the hands of Sacred Shrine. Or at least, maybe, maybe.
Not if LCF get to her first, because now they have the pick, and it's the second picking phase. And, of course, LCF get the opportunity to pick first, and then Sacred Shrine.
The thing is comforting, Crooks. Because Sarktizi, I think... Maybe he can pull up a 1-1. Maybe. But he's more comfortable on Granger, Irithel, Nathan, or maybe sometimes even a Harriet. So these are his signature picks. So they're kind of taking into account, see, they're not going to pick up the 1-1. So Sacred Shrine right now got the golden opportunity to go for the 1-1 for themselves. But no, it's going to be the carry, because they see, they see 3 tanks and they decide, who is going to be dishing out the most damage. Of course, it's going to be the true damage lady. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. The carry does take time to come online, and she got really low range. But at the same time, one good thing about the carry, one best thing about the carry is the fact that once she does come online, these guys are going to be melted away from the map, because how much damage is there. And with it, looks like, man, we're going to be in for a Uranus jungle, because I don't think Hylos jungle is going to be coming in this meta, at least, especially he's going to get melted out. So, Crooks, we are in for a Uranus jungle debut, man, in Nerd 3.0.
The recent match that I actually saw Uranus jungle, he was played as the most annoying, initiator, but then he always disengaged. I wish that LCF actually go for that, and not, jump in with a Uranus and proceed to actually die. You don't really want to actually sacrifice your jungler in any case, regardless of whatever you're, supposed to gain from that team fight. You want to keep the jungler alive, and most players just use the Uranus as a suicidal, balloon. A water balloon that just pops and does damage with water. But look, it's Claude getting picked. I was talking about a monkey with a gun, and it's a monkey with a gun. And we've got Claude onto the side of Team LCF for the last pick. They've got a good tanky front line, but I'm gonna be very honest with you. The carry is the wild card in this match. It might or might not work. If it all depends on what Phobius does.
Absolutely. Not to mention the whole lineup is going to be really, really mattering on how they execute everything. But both of the sides are obviously veteran teams right now. LCF has huge advantages, a lot of experience having played in LAN and won it. Not to mention they've even won the Mythic Showdown. So they're a team that has a lot of titles under their name at this point. So they have that advantage considering that. But Sacred Shine is an emerging team that was able to defeat IGN, one of the strong standing foes, obviously, in this top 4 playoff stage. It's going to be interesting what's going to happen. And this is just game 1. Let me remind you, Crooks, it's going to be really interesting which draft is going to be making the most impact. And with it, damn, look at them, all esportsy, with that, arms posing, looking all good over there. And I'm interested how this game is going to go.
One thing that I want to mention is Sacred Shrine all look like they were actually, very serious. They look like they're actually going to plan on someone's murder, and I think LCF might actually be their target.
Crazy.
But LCF are taking it very nonchalantly because the Lancelot in the enemy team is very nonchalant, and they're very... I think the game's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely, right? But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Dawn, and this is going to be first match of this playoff stage, a best-of-5 series. It's going to be interesting how this game is going to go. Of course, it's between LCF and Sacred Shine, as you can see. And intercasting this, myself, I'm Ray, and I'm joined by my homie over there, Crooks. And already a lot of poking in the mid lane. 1 second, yep, it's a Uranus jungle. And it's going to be interesting how it goes.
Oh, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Farsa with her ult. Oh, okay. Art was almost about to get killed, but he will be able to save himself from harm's way with the flicker, and Bid might actually be the next one who would be in trouble, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility. Bot lane, I think Hylos is trying to engage on Esmeralda, taking a ton of damage with the Ring of Punishment, and she might actually just be able to go back, but no! Phobius just pulls her back for the first blood. Anti getting the kill on Romcom pretty early in the game. That's going to be a big snowball in the XP lane, but look at mid lane. I think Bid might be the next on the chopping block because Hylos is trying to actually look for a kill. Doesn't make it in time. He will actually be able to escape in time. And topside, Kelra is able to get the gold crab. I think it's not going to be that much of a problem. I think everything is going pretty easy now.
Yeah, 0 for 1. It's going to be a game of a little bit of patience until we get into the first hurdle fight. That's where basically everybody's just going to go all guns blazing, considering, yeah, there's the Claude. He does have the guns. Even his monkey got a gun, so obviously they're going to go and do that. So until the turtle, I think we're just going to see a little bit of poking all over the map across. And obviously, the poke did come in a little bit too strong for the Esmeralda, and she got taken down. Because, I mean, level 1 Esmeralda, she does suffer, can't really exactly get the shields in. Even if she does get a level 2, the shield she gains is not enough to obviously face off 2 of the targets. But it's going to be interesting how this Uranus jungle fares off against obviously the rest of the team. But Bid, just like I mentioned, was on the chopping block and immediately gets taken down. And with Van down, this turtle is a free real estate for them, and this turtle soup is going to be going into the hands of obviously Uranus.
Oh, what? That's surprising. Okay, the way that you actually phrase that sentence. Look. Oh, okay. No, Romcom does not actually get the steal on the turtle, but he will be slowed by Uranus. Rar Moon on him, and I think Romcom. Oh, top lane. Kelra is actually taking a ton of damage from Brilliance. Oh, I think Abi was too brilliant for Kelra to deal with. Asuna going crazy on the Lunux, but look at Art trying to actually, maybe get the wall in, but he does not have the flicker. He does have the flicker. He's actually looking in, but he does not have the ultimate. He does have the ultimate now. He might actually get the kill on Kelra, but in the top bot side, we see Romcom is engaged onto Anti, but Anti is too tanky to actually take any damage from the Romcom. Even though he gets a shield, it's not going to matter much. Oh, a Lancelot gets that retribution. No, he does not get the retribution. The Phantom Execution trying to actually do some damage, but look, it's Rom-com doing absolutely nothing. But look, Anti is actually putting in some CC, making sure he's taking damage. Mid-side, I've completely forgot about it. We get Art getting taken out by Ubby and Rudius. Rudius is absolutely going bonkers with the Hylos. And I love to actually see the way he actually might engage in the late game, because right now he's doing really well, but he might actually fall off later on.
Absolutely, because I think Rudius has gotten extremely comfortable with the Hylos. It's one of his comfort picks, and we can clearly see why. He's able to already dominate the other roamer with, obviously, along with the hands of course, B, and due to it, right now it's obviously looking a little bit dire for the hands of Sacred Shine, because 5 kills already gone. Dadakiri will get that potion side, as well as Abi will get, he already has 3 kills, so with the glowing wand already, it looks like this is going to be a very slippery slope for Sacred Shine to take, and obviously the snowball will roll in into the favor of LCF, as they've already gotten the 5 kills into their hands and 2,000 gold lead under just 5 minutes. That's a very strong lead, considering that both of these teams are very well fair match, but Bid better watch out, not get caught again. He needs to maintain his distance at all the times, but do they want to go for Art? And it looks like it is a yes.
Art gets completely shattered by that glorious pathway. He does not have a path to actually make the walls come out of nowhere. But I'll just mention one thing though. Anti trying to actually do some damage. I think he won't be able to. He will put a lot of CC in there, but he won't he won't engage in that one. Retribution being saved for later. He has that for, you know, some other kill maybe. But look, Rom-com, I think he might not actually die anytime soon, but he will take no damage from any of that. Top side, we see Rudius and Abi trying to actually set up for maybe a gank. Kelra, it might be in trouble, but Bid and Art are there to actually save the day. If anything, Art has exposed his position, and it's not looking really good for the side of team. Sacred Shrine SS really need to take an SS of the map and understand the positioning of where Rudius is, because this guy is absolutely, you know, he's blending in with the bush, like, you know what, I forgot the name of the character from Family Guy. Homer Simpson does in the episode where he actually just blends in with the bush.
That's from a different one. Family Guy is Peter.
Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Totally
my bad.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. But he with that aggression did not get the kill. Romcom is just teasing at this point, bro. You have to go back. But Art does come in, but I think he's gonna get punished immediately. So Ranmoon will get the kill 0-7. Damn, James Bond number. But Keller also getting pressured into the top lane. It's not looking good, but I think Rudius will pay a price for that. But look at that. Crooks, 1v1, 1v2.
Phantom Execution is going to take down Rudius, and Dadakiri is not going to happen anymore, because Dada is going to go straight back to the base. Kelra is still alive. Uranus trying to actually get some vision onto Kelra and Bid, but let's just be honest here. If at all Sarara Moon actually gets into Carrie's face, Kelra is going to absolutely melt him down, and with Bid there to crowd control him, I think it's going to be safe, but he Phantom Steps, and the ultimate from the Uranus keeps him alive for a few more seconds.
Oh my
God. He is able to stay alive after taking so much damage from the tower, but he gets taken out by Rom-com, and I think the art of completely negating all of the damage from Rudius and Anti is absolutely crazy. Art doing the art of an artist. I don't know what to say, but Art is going crazy. Dude, that guy just saved his team a lot of pain.
Absolutely, because, you know, taking down a P is basically a bounce back time. They will get a little bit of a bounty, and 347, look at the itemization as well. They're making a little bit of a comeback to mid laner. If we look at the goal difference of the gold laners, it's actually not much. They're pretty even, but at the same time, just as I speak, Art will get punished for whatever artistry he tried to make, because of course, maybe they did not like it. Maybe LCF was like, you gotta do better. You gotta draw a little bit more of a beautiful canvas, because so the canvas that you drew in, we were not in it, but look at that, coming in from the back line, the flank.
Oh, glorious pathway being used, but look at that. Vansaturu gets the kill on Claude, and we might actually see more. Savar Moon gets the turtle, but Vansaturu gets the kill on Albi too, and now Anti might actually be the next one to get killed. It won't be happening though. Art has stunned them into oblivion. Anti getting taken out, and I'll be very honest with you. The previous time Art used that wall, he killed himself. He didn't allow any area for himself to actually back off. But now that wall was set in the perfect position that Sarar Moon and Anti had no escape from, and I think 3 versus 1, Uranus is actually going to shine here, especially with no anti-heal from this. Okay, they have anti-heal, but topside, tier 1 is not going to have the same fate, because Uranus might actually stay alive. Tier 1 at the top, so long.
As long as Kelra doesn't join the team fights, the rest of the members will sustain a little bit. But it's pretty clear the moment Kelra will join, because he already has the Corrosion side and he's building towards the Sav, it's going to be really hard for Rudius as well as Anti and of course Rarmon, all these three members to survive. But you have to take into consideration that LCF has obviously thought this through. Carries single target. The moment they try, look at the engage, it's coming in. Let's see if it is right.
Oh, dude. Oh, Bit might actually be in trouble. He actually had to deny, but cancel his ultimate. He will be taken out first. So Rarmoon gets the kill on that one. Art is going to actually escape with the wall, but he won't actually be able to escape any time. Okay, that's a lot of damage from Hell Romcom, but he will be completely negated by Lunux's Brilliance ultimate. He will take a ton of damage though, and Paul absolutely shocks everyone, but he will be taken out instead. Romcom, next on the chopping block, he will actually be taken out. I'll be taking a ton of damage from the tower. He will be able to survive though. Claude now will have free reign to actually push the bot lane, but Bid might actually have something else to say. Mid lane tier 2 actually taken out by Samanthru, surprisingly, and I'll be very honest with you, this guy is absolutely going crazy on the tower push, and I'm surprised that the jungler is so focused on getting the objectives that it actually kind of makes me happy now.
Well, considering these are the top 4 teams right now, of course, in literally this tournament was not even exclusive to Northeast, because of course LCF is there for that reason, right, Crooks? Because we have like the best of the top 4 teams contending in this playoff stage, and these is number 2 and number 4, and we can clearly see, number 1 and number 3. I'm sorry, number 1 and number 3, but 6-11 score. Sacred Shine have been making a little bit of a bounce back, but it's pretty clear with the tier 2 down, LCF has a massive advantage. After 12 minutes, that blessing of the third shield will also be gone, even if they don't decide to go in. So basically, the inhibitor is exposed out. Of course, Van Setro did put in a lot of great efforts, and he was able to take down the tier 2. So he was also able to expose one inhibitor. So the game is kind of equalized. Both inhibitors are kind of exposed, so whoever gets this Lord, but it's going to be a little bit hard with LCF, but look at that.
Romcom just goes in, and well, that is amazing. Vansatharu actually just gets the Lord with a Retribution Steal, but Vansatharu will be directly punished for that, along with Art, and also, Kelra. That was absolutely, sad to see. The Lord for 4 people, that's not good. You lose a lot just by having people alive. But from the side of Team LCF, everyone's still alive. It's 6-15. And that literally, Uranus just taking a ton of tower damage. That's absolutely comical right now. He's just taunting them. Oh, the glorious pathway.
This is one of the issues, They get the Lord, but at what? It's like, that meme. I've won, but at what cost? Because the cost was a little bit too heavy. They get the Lord, but all they did was kind of push LCF back just slightly, because the Lord did not affect them either in any possible way, because their inhibitor still fell down. It's not even the one that was exposed, it was the one that had tier 2 up, but still the side of LCF just proved way too dominating, and looks like the side of Sacred Shine want to go for a little bit of a bounce back. Look at that, Crooks.
Feathered Airstrike doing so much damage. Kelra will be taken out though. I think Anti is doing too much for his team already, but Bid is trying to run away from Uranus, but I think he will be able to. Uranus, Sarar Moon doing a lot of, vision providing. He's actually going as the actual front line for his team. Art, though, he might actually get caught by, with Hylos. Ferudius doing the work for him. The ultimate from Blazing Duet has completely caught. He's gonna get taken out. Dadagiri is not gonna happen anymore. Art, though, he will actually be punished for that. Bid taking a ton of damage. Again, this is absolutely crazy. Romcom is not going to go down. Bid with the Feather Airstrike takes down Uranus, and Phantom Execution might actually just save. No, he's actually in trouble. I think Vansatharu, no, he completely turns it around with the 3 roses, and look at the damage Kelra is actually popping off with. He's going to shut down Rudius. Now, Anti's alone trying to actually defend the mid lane. He does not have the Holy Barrier. That's not going to actually save him anytime soon. If he goes down to the hands of Kelra, he will be completely losing the game. Claude with the Blazing Duet allows his team to survive a few more seconds. Takes down Kelra, and that Romcom low on HP is forced back. Along with Vansatharu, he might actually get taken out by minions if he gets 1 or 2 more hits. But he used the Regen spell to, escape, and is able to survive. It's beautiful. The way they're playing is so precise. The macro is kind of confusing. It's kind of all over the place. But let's just be fair. They're doing a lot for each other. They're actually kind of like working with each other. Badong with the wall, trying to actually bait Anti. He's pulled him back so far, and now is Lancelot. Oh, will be able to use Phantom Execution in the right moment. Will be able to escape. Bid 2 with the flicker. He will be able to escape from Anti. Dude, Anti is absolute unit material. This guy is not going to go back. He was going to actually jump inside the enemy backline and still completely counter every bit of damage they had. Look at Romcom, though. He's absolutely dumbfounded by the way Anti's healing up all the damage. He's soaking it up and healing it right back up. Romcom is in the backline position. He might actually be able to give Vansatharu another opportunity to steal a Lord, but this time it's going to be Asuna getting the Lord steal. Vansatharu going down, and Sarara Moon too. Both the junglers down, but Art, though, he will be a sacrificial lamb for his team to actually not get the Lord this time. Sacred Shrine to lose on the Lord, but they will have a little bit of a freeway because, well, they have 2-3 people alive. Romcom, if he gets caught, he will be... No, he won't get caught, though. Beautiful.
And with it, the Lord's going to be marching down to the mid lane, and they do have the members. They're going to be respawning back, and they will be able to make a defense. But look at the itemization. Carries basically full build, but does not have any anti-burst item. No Rose Gold, no Wind of Nature. So a Cloud with a Blazing Duet, who already has the Winter Crown, is going to be changing things for the carry, because she's not going to be able to take the damage to the face value. But looks like LCF, they're paying respect to Sacred Shrine. They're not going to go in blindly just because there's a Lord, and they're going to wait. They're going to wait for the waves to build up and most likely pressure the other inhibitors. At least take down the tier 2, and the Claude is already going to be able to do it. But yeah, looks like LCF will play a little bit of a patient game, not go in haphazardly, because it's pretty clear that Sacred Shine almost came knocking into their base, because look at the mid inhibitor. It was almost taken down by Sacred Shine. So a comeback any second from the hands of course, is possible. But I mean, it's all the carry damage. The carry just taking on their front line really, really fast, because LCF went in for kind of an experimental pick, because of course the Uranus jungle, something that's not even seen in like many pro international tournaments yet. Maybe you might see a few games, but to be played on the playoff stage, that's just insane. But good move from LCF, trying to experiment on game 1, and they're kind of, I mean, they're winning, but obviously can't make any mistakes. A single mistake, even like 4 members getting taken out, not even 4, 3 members getting taken out, and the ones that will be left won't have any wave clear. Like imagine Hylos and Phobius are left. They cannot defend. They don't have strong wave clear. And because of that, they have to make sure that Lunox and Claude do not get taken down, and one frontliner is always available to tank those hits, just in case things go south. And that's what LCF was trying to do, because, you know, the last team fight, they could have decided, not team fight, the last Lord, they could have decided to just go in, right? The base is open, why not go in? But they're gonna be playing the patient game. They're gonna wait for the other inhibitors to take down, let the minions build up the pressure, and just take the Nexus like that.
I think you have a point there, but I'll just be very honest with you. Sarara Moon went back to the base. He was not there at all for the Lord push. I think that was one of the major reasons why they actually decided on not going for direct, and the Nexus is going to stay alive for a bit more longer. But one thing that I want to mention, though, is the fact that Team LCF are playing it very slow. It's kind of like surprising, because in the mid stages of the game it felt like a brawl game, and there might be a little bit of a skirmish. Rudius is not fast enough to catch Romcom, who is absolutely stimulated with the first skill. I think he will be safe for now, but one thing is for certain, I think Vansatharu has a good chance of stealing the Lord. It looks like it's a very, very confusing position for R to actually engage on the Hylos. Uranus will actually be... Oh, okay, he will... Dada gets the Lord steal, and look, I think Rudius actually might be in trouble. He might actually have to back off. Everyone from both sides are kind of alive, and I think that's not going to be the case if Vansatharu gets caught. Now, he will... we see a B getting the kill on Vansatharu. That means one less person to worry about in the next Lord defense. Lord Siege. It's coming up. It's only 30 seconds for the Lord to march from the mid lane from one side to the other, and I think it's going to be the end of this game. Art has engaged. The wall has been spotted. We see the ultimate from the Forest of the Feather airstrike. Okay. We see Lunox absolutely getting shredded for absolutely no reason. The stun from Rudius, low in order, coming and keeping Bid completely off the game, and there's a lot happening. I think nobody from the side of Team LCF have any wave clear. Oh, that was absolutely... Okay, I did not expect Dada to actually just jump in and start attacking with his monkey, but it's an easy GG's for the side of Team LCF. The first game go to them, and that was a wrap.
Yeah, it was... not the most climatic, but at the same time, a win is a win, and they won it with the having advantage of the macro. Claude, obviously, Dada ki Dadagiri, his whole goal was just to crack down the base because, of course, he has the highest attack speed, and he can easily crack down the base with just one minion. Since the Lord was basically walking in, it was a very easy way for him to just go into the base and just get the game for himself. And they secure game number 1 with a Uranus jungle who also gets the MVP. It's surprising to see in the subcontinent. And to be fair, of course, it's no surprise that LCF is the one pulling it up. No, no competition, at least for the first game. But I'm gonna be honest, the side of Sacred Shine also pulled up a really like there were 3-4 moments where it looked like they could make a possible comeback immediately because they were knocking down on the base of course, LCF as well, to be precise, the inhibitor. LCF had good defenses, and because of that, we were able to obviously see this outcome. LCF will get the game number 1, and with it, LCF has 1 point into this best of 5 series, 2 more points to win against Sacred Shine and stay in the upper brackets to challenge none other than, of course, Crooks Requiem, not you. The team.
Damn,
right?
dude. You know, one thing that I want to mention, it's that when I was a kid, I used to play the game Dota 2, and there was a hero that I used to love playing. His name was Shadow Fiend. He was absolutely crazy. He had the original name Yasfet S, also Nevermore, a bunch of names like that, and well, you spawn in with a different name every single time in Warcraft. Back in those days, absolute fiend. Shadow Fiend was my favorite hero to go to, and a Requiem of Souls was his ultimate name. And I've always had this kind of deep connection with that spell, the name at least, the name Requiem of Souls. Now I'm getting to see a team named after the name that I don't know, it just came into my mind one day. Crucifix, Crux, and now it's Crux Requiem. I'm actually kind of like on the verge of supporting them 100%, but I'm not really sure because I've only seen a few of their games, and yes, I've not really actually had the opportunity to see them at their best.
Well, they're still in the upper brackets, but of course we have to focus on what's on our screen, Crooks, because look at that. We're hosting a giveaway live stream as well. We're gonna be choosing the winners. Usually the giveaways happen at the end of the tournament. It happens like stuff like that, right? But this one, we're gonna be choosing the winners. Crooks will choose one, and we're gonna be choosing one. And of course, you will win diamonds, and each of us will pick one active chatter. So don't spam though. Don't spam. The spamming will just discount you out as a bot. Don't be a bot, guys. The AI revolution is there, so don't become a bot yourself. Just chat naturally, and we'll pick up the person who's the most active. And we'll see. Don't worry about the YouTube rankings and stuff. We'll choose based on who's the one that's typing out the most and making genuine comments, not just spamming like imagine www like you're not a website, right? So yeah, make sure you're just typing out and just being active in the chat, giving out your opinions, talking with the other chatters as well, and you might have a chance to, of course, being seen by us, because right now, of course, I am in the chat actually. I am not typing that much, but I am in the chat and I'm looking. Meanwhile, I'm obviously casting as well, and so is Crooks, and we'll choose one.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
worry, this is not a screenshot of our phones though. We are not rich enough to buy iPhones. Do sponsor us if you can. And I use an Android phone, man. Android FDW, but with it, yeah, man.
Oh, I mean, I just meant us. I just wanted to actually point out one thing of the previous game before we actually.
CC, yeah. You can see.
I am too, but let's just be fair. I mean, right now, 84 viewers. All of them have a good chance of getting the giveaway diamonds. 2 of them will actually get it, though. So I think everyone should actually put their most effort into actually getting that. It's free diamonds, guys. Why not? Like, share, subscribe, and shout your hearts out. Say the most random things. Just don't spam unnecessary stuff, you know.
Don't
not like Art just spamming the walls, dude. Absolutely, don't start spamming, chats like Art spammed the walls. He got himself into trouble in that previous match. Dude, did you see that, Hylos and Anti? I mean, Rudius and Anti were just up at his face, and Uranus too. Sarar Moon, all 3 of them had him in a lock with a wall completely covering his way. Dude, why?
I know what you wanted to say, Crooks. Up his, I get it, homie. It happens, Sometimes we just want to chill, man.
I'm in.
Don't worry, I get you. But we have good restraint, right? Unlike someone. But yeah, jokes aside, of course,
Oh
this
yeah.
is gonna be Game 2 is going to be coming in, and I'm really excited to see if Seikichan can make a comeback. Of course, like everybody has mentioned, is it going to be a clean sweep? Because LCF, obviously, one of the defending champions who have a lot of titles under their name. And Seikichan, they're the emerging challengers who are standing tall in this playoff stage, basically looking forward to, of course, stay in the upper brackets as well. So it's a really, really strong contention. But obviously looking forward to if Seikichan can make a statement right now, or LCF will make it a true zero, making obviously a precedent that they might take it and make it a clean sweep as well. So I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen into game number 2, Crooks, gonna be honest. And of course, make sure you stay active on the chat. I'm going to be reminding you every time. And yeah, look at, we're in the chat, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What did you think about the last game, though? Like, yeah, Art was caught up in a lot of spaces. Other than that, what else? Like, was it just Art, or was it a few other things as well?
Art made a lot of mistakes in the previous game. I hope we can actually get up on that and just like see a different Art in the next one. But I want to actually mention that Romcom was absolutely in LCF's face and making sure LCF were actually double thinking before taking any objectives. He was all around the map. He was faster than Rudius. Even though Rudius was using law and order, he was not able to catch up to Romcom. Romcom was always one step ahead in terms of giving vision, and Art really needs to pick up the pace in terms of that, because EXP lane should not actually be the one giving more vision than, you know, the roamer, obviously. One more thing though, Vansa through, the one thing that I want to actually mention, that Lord Steal was absolutely criminal. This guy is absolutely insane. I want to give my hats off, but let's just face it, I'm not on cam right now. I feel bad about it. It's kind of sad.
And I don't have a hat. My hat was stolen.
You should get one.
My hat,
Oh,
I had
no.
a really nice hat, bro. It had the New York, you know, symbol stuff on it. It was made out of good texture, but it got stolen, man. To be fair, that's why I don't buy really good things and leave it out open, man. People want it. Just like the Lord was stolen. So make sure.
Exactly. Bro, just read my mind.
Caster skills. This is connecting real life tragedy with team's tragedy. But yeah, obviously game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we're in it. Damn, my mic is in front. Oh yeah, we're in it, and we're gonna be diving into this game and see how is it gonna happen and what's gonna happen in between LCF and Seikichan, because we just witnessed LCF got the game number 1, man, with, I would say, not exactly a very sweep, because first of all, they dominated. Seikichan bounced back a little bit. Good response. They dominated again. This was a game of basically bouncing ball or seesaw or tug of war, whichever term you like, or whichever game you used to play when you were a child. I used to play.
You don't use the term bouncing ball if Kufra is not included, okay? Just saying.
Damn, bro. Like, damn, we get cancelled over by Kufra. Well, technically he's our mummy. Nah, we ain't getting cancelled over that.
I thought Zushin's the only mommy in this chat, huh?
Hey bro, it's a mummy, mummified. Mommy is obviously. I mean, I can get into really into detail about what is that, but of course that is a different thing. If you do want it, do sponsor me something. I'll do it for the sake of my reputation. But yeah, jokes aside, Seikichan, their last banning coming in. Oh my God, LCF banning out Uranus. To be fair, it doesn't mean that it can be picked in the jungle again. It's just that the XP lane option is still going to be left out open. So I'm really looking curious to what's going to happen, of course. And with it, we should be coming in to see, well, Baksha ban. They're just making sure, because both of the sides, you know. Oh my God, I clicked. But yeah, both of the sides are basically have the good front line. So because of that, they're just making sure that these two heroes will not see the light of the day, which is kind of sad. But hey, no Fredrin or Tortoise Tire businesses. But LCF first pick. What do they pick? They have the Eartha left out to themselves. Do they give it to Dada? Dada is obviously also known as Stark TC for anybody who's confusing the chat. But no, it's gonna be. Abhi's gonna get his hero. It's gonna be the Farsa. And damn, it's his favorite. But so does Art. He gets the Fish Lady. It would be pretty funny if they pick the other Fish Lady as well. So it's a dual fish combo.
Fishes for days.
It is.
Oh
Crooks.
no.
Crooks. Your name starts with K. Kalia starts with K. Kadita starts with K. Both of them are fish. Are you a fish?
Hey! We're not gonna make a KKK joke, okay?
No,
I'm not gonna do that. We're getting canceled.
No, buddy,
if we do that.
I'm just saying the two ladies whose names start with K, they're fish. They're like semi-mermaid. Are you a mermaid as well? Like, do you have fangs? No. Do you have fins? Because I can't
Holy
see your
shoot!
hands.
I've been exposed, guys. I've got gills on the side of my neck, dude. No, I'm
No
gonna run
wonder
away.
you don't
I'm
come on
kidding.
cam. No wonder you don't come on cam. You're gonna expose yourself, buddy. That's why
Oh no.
I exposed you today.
I hear that mermaid tears give people immortality. Now, if I see
Oh my
any bad
God.
plays, I might actually have some tears on my eyes, and I'm just gonna cry it out. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Especially with a Suyu, it's a hit or a miss. If you get the snowball in the early game, you're pretty much set for the whole game. But if you actually miss it, you're pretty much done for. Especially against the Lancelot and Kalia, you're basically giving up Farsa for free. You've got the Phobius in the front line. Sure, the Suyu can reduce the physical damage coming from Lancelot. I'll be very honest with you, the Transcendent Immortal nerf, where he actually lost the magic damage
Yeah.
reduction, it's kind of bad, but it still works. The snowball is still required, but Phobius versus Lapu Lapu, that's something that I'm actually interested for. Anti versus Romcop, Phobius and Lapu Lapu. I want to see who comes up all on top.
I think these two fighters are basically the top of the meta, right? Lapu Lapu wins 1 versus 1, so does Phobius. Lapu Lapu wins team fights, so does Phobius. Both have crowd control, both have insane sustain, can survive so long in the team fights. You can go and make yourself a coffee and come back, and they're still gonna be fighting because the sustain that these two have. Not to mention, Shikishan has the heals as well right now with the Kalia's inclusion. So Lapu Lapu will be prolonging those team fights really, really heavily. But there we go. The respect bans comes in for Rudius because Rudius has been getting really comfortable with the horse, and they don't want him to be horsing around in the game anymore. They just want his business to be left away. But that does mean that LCF can pick up a different roamer this time around. But oh my God, I think they knew the fish lady was coming in. Crooks, you're safe. There's not another K anymore. This is only a double K. It's Crooks and Kalia. What else? If they pick up the carry again. Yeah. Okay, Crooks just left. The joke was not good enough, I guess. But yeah, when I do make a good joke, he's going to be coming back. But until then, the draft is obviously onto the table. Both of the sides have really good... I think the Suyo against the Lancelot is a good thing because, hey, Suyo has lost magical defense, but what is Lancelot? What is Kalia? What is Lapu Lapu? All physical damage. So Suyo will have good, decent sustain because of that. But at the same time, the mage is yet to be picked up. But the thing is, main 3 best mages have already been banned out, which are, of course, the Zushin, the fish. So what are they going to be picking up? Oh, this time I won't be surprised if LCF picks up the Franco, honestly, and just border them around, because this time the Franco is actually open for the hands of LCF to be picking it up. So let's just see what's going to happen into the game, or at least the draft for now. Yet to pick the Marksman, of course, and the Roamer for LCF, and Sekishine have yet to be picked up for their Mage and the Marksman. A little bit of a... Both of the sides have yet to... Okay, they banned out the 1-1, surprisingly enough. Maybe the first game they decided that there was not going to be any 1-1 business, but this time it's going to be a 1-1 business because the score might become a 1-1. So to make sure the score doesn't become 1-1, you ban the 1-1, but at the banning of the 1-1, you get the Granger. So the Granger Danger is going to be coming into the Land of Dawn. Am I talking too fast? Maybe I am, because the game is a very fast pace as well. But to be fair, last game was really extended by Second Shine because they were making sure that they could make a little bit of a comeback later on. But we'll soon find out enough what's going to happen with this last 3 picks that are coming in. 2 from the hands of LCF and 2 from the hands of Second Shine. And one thing, guys, I want to remind you, of course, reminding again and again, that you got to stay active on the chat. Look at it. Maybe you can look at it. Yeah, man, my chat is not loading. But yeah, it's loading right now. You got to stay active on the chat to make sure that you can win the diamonds. Free diamonds just by chatting. But yeah, don't spam. Don't become a bot. Stay human. And just obviously chat normally. And we'll choose 2 winners. 1 from me, 1 from Crooks. Maybe you can glaze Zushin and you'll have a really good chance. Yeah, glaze Zushin. Even if it's a spam, I will definitely count you. But just like I told, man. I know LCF really well. I knew they were going to pull up a Franco because, bro, Franco is open and they're going to make a statement. And not to mention the Hylos was banned out as well. So they're going to pick up the Franco. And of course, Dadagiri going to be showing the Dadagiri with his Nathan. And it's going to be really tough for the Granger because Nathan, he doesn't care that you have a Wind of Nature or that you have a Rose Gold. His damage is too strong. And last pick coming in from the hands of Second Shine is going to be the Valentina. One good thing about the Valentina is that she'll be able to copy, of course, the Bloody Hunt. That's it. Well, okay, Farsa's ultimate too. So we'll see 2 bombardments coming in from the both ends. So that are 2 things that he can do. So Valentina would be a little bit of a value. So yeah, Crooks, if you're back with me, do let me know, because the draft is already done. And it's looking spicy for LCF with the Franco pick. I mean... it's going to be interesting, because I'm really looking forward to how this Valentina can utilize her ultimate mainly, because it's a make or break. The Valentina mainly specializes in utility, so it is going to be interesting. I haven't seen a Valentina in a long while, especially I think in round robin she was not picked either, so it's going to be interesting what will happen. But with it, the draft is done, it's been placed. Secret Shine and LCF both looking strong, but LCF this time around have their Franco. It will be an interesting game. Secret Shine, on the other hand, they have one counter, that is the Valentina. So we'll see throughout. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is going to be the game number 2. LCF have already gotten the first point, and it's going to be a match of either Secret Shine makes a statement of making it a 1-for-1, or LCF gets a 2-for-0 as they make the precedent for a clean sweep. It's going to be interesting, and we are here to witness game number 2 in this best of 5 series, ladies and gentlemen, because good evening as we dive into the game between LCF and Second Shine playoff upper brackets. Casting there's myself, Ray. Crooks is missing, but he should be back pretty soon. And this game, let's see what both of these teams have in store for us. And make sure you hype up the energy, and make sure you stay active in the chat, because of course, we'll choose the winners, right? And of course, I'm doing you guys a favor. I ain't participating, nor am I picking myself, because of course I'm going to be picking the most active winner. Anyways, with it, we can see a little bit of rotations coming in all over the map across. The jungle's just being taken out here and there. No invasions being done, because of course both of the sides understand that maybe it's a little bit too early to be going that Lethal Wanderer competition, but it's going to go into the hands of the Lancelot. 75 gold. He'll get to level 4 a little bit early, few seconds, but it's all going to be good. So Crooks, let me know when you're back, man. For now, at least, no first blood taken just yet. And we're going to be waiting out. Oh, but Abi gets a lot of pressure. It happened in the second game as well, right? Well, sorry, first game as well, right? But comes in, and Art might just fall in here, but he will retreat and save himself. A flicker. Both of the roamers will use up their flicker. So the turtle, it's going to be both of the roamers not having their flicker. So that will change a little bit. But for now, Valentina having a little bit of upper hand, Bid making sure he has the wave clear advantage over Abhi. Anyway, Sarar is going to be level 4, and so will be Van Satoru. And with it, we're going to be seeing both of the junglers maybe contest out a kill or something. But it looks like it's just going to be the turtle. They're going to wait out for it, just wait in and see what can they do. The Experience Zone, not yet level 4. I think they were waiting for the mid laners, but the mid laners, I think they're just going to wait for the turtle as well. But let's see what's going to happen. 2 minutes into the game, there comes the turtle spawn in. Let's see who can get it for themselves right now. And with it, the pressure comes in from the hands of first LCF, as Sarar Moon is the first one to be going for that one. Let's see what happens. A little bit of a delay from my end. Do apologize if there's any. But oh, look at the engage coming in. Looks like the Federal airstrike is going to be there. And the damage. Oh, the turtle actually gets taken down by, of course, Van Setter. But Romacom will take a kill into the far side. But at the same time, look at the damage being dashed out. There's the Tsunami Slam coming in as well. And looks like a kill going to go into the hands of, again, Sacred Shine. They get the turtle, but they get the kills. And it looks like that's another engage. But they take down Anti as well with the copied ultimate from the Franco. Sacred Shine. This time around, they're giving the taste of the medicine that they faced in the last game LCF. 0-for-3, under 3 minutes. Even the turtle was taken down. The side of Sacred Shine, looks like their gameplay will show us something non-secret tonight, because they're getting very, very... I mean, it's violent, but in a way, we do love violent gameplays. But oh, alright, does he want to go in? Crooks, anytime you're back, man. But yeah, for now, let's see what's going to happen. But now at least they're just going to rotate back, and nothing much to say, at least for now, because I think they're just going to wait for... They all have all of their ultimates. Romcom is the only one who doesn't, but his cooldown is really low, so he should be back pretty soon. But for now, Kelra will get his 100 strikes, so he's quite ahead of course, Nathan. So the snowball is already getting built up, so of course, Sacred Shine is trying to make the statement. But we're not going down without competition. Ars looking for someone to pick up. They do have their mid laner. Okay, gold laner rotating quite a lot. Good job for coming in from Keller right now. And with it, let's see, 0-4, 4 minutes in. Their next herald going to be coming in 4 minutes basically, right? Yeah, 4 minutes. I think they will have to watch out. Okay, Crooks, of course, take it over.
Hey, yo, Ray, I'm so sorry. It was the technical difficulty. I'm back right now. Sorry, guys. I hope the chat stays alive. Look at the top lane. Nothing really happened in Lapu Lapu. And, of course, Phobius taking a little bit of an anime fight, just like someone in the chat said. I really don't know who that was. But, well, look at the bot lane, and we see the Tsunami Slam not connecting. Dada is going to do some Dada-giri. Take down Art in a matter of seconds. Turtle is spawning in. They've lost their roamer. That means no vision. We've got Rudius on the Franco, completely walking with dominance. But look at that. He's going to go in. But Lord is going to be taken by Vansathuru. No. Oh, holy crap. Bro just slides in and just slides out. Dude, absolutely crazy. Bid stuns Abi and saves. Oh, Vansathuru is safe because of Abi's, little, he stuns him off. Absolutely beautiful. Top lane, nothing really much happening. I love to actually focus on the EXP lane. I think everyone knows that. Talking about that, the one thing that I actually want to, look at is the fact that Lancelot absolutely just slid across the map like, a soap on the floor. Absolutely crazy. Bathroom floor, dude. Oh, don't pick it up. Definitely don't pick it up. But everyone's in the bot lane. Rudius in trouble. Tsunami Slam gets Rudius in a corner. And the copied ultimate, the bloody hook. Sorry, the bloody hunt absolutely devastates. Oh, Dada is going to go down. Abi also going to go down. Asuna is going to go down in the most spectacular way. He was caught off guard. He was there to actually help the bot lane, but Dada fell too quickly, and Abi was not going to actually stay alive to defend. Oh, I think nothing's gonna happen. I think Sakura and, oh, dude, the hook was absolutely amazing. And the Bloody Hunt just sealed the deal for the side of Team LCF. They got the kill on Art. Now it's going to be Phobius trying to engage on Vansathuru. He gets the immunity, but he will not be able to survive this. Rudius is going to take a ton of damage from the bullets. Oh, Lancelot slipping across the battlefield again and goes back into safety. Nathan's entropy is going to actually scare them away, but not actually. It's going to be Nathan going to go down. No, he's going to survive for a few more seconds. Anti, though, he's going to get the kill on Bid, and the Feathered Airstrike absolutely stuns Romcom, forces him to use the second skill. Oh, the stun was immune by Vansathuru, of course. Sarar Moon trying to actually do some damage. Oh, Asuna is not actually giving up. Romcom is absolutely cornered right now. I think he'll be able to survive, but nothing too serious. Oh, nothing another Tsunami Slam.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Sarar Moon. He's going to get taken out. Dude, this guy is absolutely going bonkers on that Lancelot. Phobius, again, will be taken out pretty soon, but he gets a good fight going on. It was an anime moment right there. We saw it on, the War Drum, and okay. I think Kelra is going to go down in the top lane. Dada, well, there's too much happening, I'll be very honest with you. I got a little overwhelmed.
It's all good, man. Because when the game is overwhelming, it's kind of nice. Yeah, maybe it's hard to keep up, but at least one good thing, there's a lot of action happening all across the map. Right now, 4-8 score. Of course, Sekichan was the one leading in with a little bit of the early game, but oh, look at that. There's the invisibility, but it's not going to be coming in right now. They decide to not engage, but 4-8 score. Sekichan 3 still has the 3,000 gold lead, but it's pretty clear the side of LCF has already made their bounce back. They've already taken the top one, and they have equalized the third game as much as they can, but still, 1/3 deficit, Sekichan will be leading it with the min inhibitor. But one thing, the Sekichan can invade, because yeah, they should. Because of course the mid turret is down, and I think they will pretty much soon enough. Looking at the itemization, both of the marksmen have their second in slot items, building towards the third one. I think Ranger is trying to build Rose Gold. He's Rose Gold as well as the Malefic Roar. It's like half and half, so he should prioritize at least one. And rest of the members, okay, it's all classic items, nothing much. Valentina did not build cooldown because of course she doesn't exactly need that much cooldown, because the ultimate she's copying has low cooldown as well. And Bid does get a little bit detected out, but he's going to be all good. But level 11 Romcom, that's quite a level difference. But that hook immune from Romcom's hand almost took him in, but damn, that hook came like Rudius. That was some good hook. But let's go. Art wants to go in. Look at that, Crooks, cover it up.
The flicker catch on Abi. Asuna's going to go down. Bid's going to get the kill. And I'm going to be honest with you. The Bid is absolutely going to get field day, taking out every time a B is actually on the screen, because obviously Tsunami Slam is exactly the only counter to Farsa, and that's, well, Kalia in itself is a big counter to Farsa. In the top side, we see Tier 1 on the top lane going down, destroyed by Art, none other. Romcom, he gets caught by the bloody hook too. Okay, not the bloody hook. I mean the combination of the bloody hunt and the iron hook. The bloody hook. Haha. Oh, I'm sad. There's not much happening. Auntie's actually getting chased away by Romcom, who is absolutely going bonkers with that Lapu Lapu. Kelra gets the kill on the Lord. The first Lord of the match goes to the side of Team Sacred Shrine, but look at the bloody hunt. That was copied by Bid, and he will not get the kill on Bid, though. Asuna gets the kill on Bid, completely U-turns it, and that will be one person down from the side of Team Sacred Shrine. And look, I think another Tsunami Slam might actually seal the deal. No, it's not going to happen. Immune and completely turned around. We see that Art will be the next one to be taken out. Anti in the backline trying to force them away from the whole team fight, because they want to get the kill on Art before the Lord marches in on the top side.
And you know, Crooks, I love the scoreboard, man. 6-9, really good. But 10, the hook comes in again.
Oh, the iron hook.
Oh my god.
The iron hook absolutely just destroys and demolishes. Van Satoru forced to actually go back. He's not going to actually get the no, I think Sararmoon's not going to contest. Oh, he will. He snipes it across from the buff side. Dude, I'm not joking. This guy is absolutely going crazy on that Suyu.
Absolutely. The hooks though, man, these are, like, you know, it's called Bloody Hunt. It's Bloody Hook right now because it's all smeared with blood with how many targets he's been able to pick off. The Franco is just really, really playing it. And he also gets, oh my god, fleeting time on his hands. And he's going to be going for all those ultimates. And I'm not sure if Sacred Shrine is ready to face, oh my god, again and again. And they go for another ultimate. Art will get taken down. And his ultimate, already back.
That was
he did not commit?
Beautiful.
I think he didn't commit, yeah. But look at the macro side. You know, looking at the macro side, Sacred Shrine actually has the advantage because all turrets, they've already exposed the inhibitor on the top. They're going to expose the inhibitor on the bottom with just one hit on the tier 2. So Sacred Shrine is actually doing really good on that department. But right now, LCF, they're making the bounce back. They're making sure they get the tier 2s as well. And Romcom, I'm not sure if he can defend that. Oh, he's trying to go for the defense.
Dada is going to go use the entropy to escape from that whole situation. Bid coming in the backline, and Romcom uses the flicker to get Rudius off guard. Dada also getting taken out from that side, but Sararmoon gets the kill on Van Satoru in the top lane off camera. Look at that though. I see Anti getting completely taken out by Romcom. No, not Romcom. Arts Tsunami Slam. He is absolutely a unit on the Kalia.
I think Art, I mean, this game is a little bit more of a roamer highlights. But Rudius is obviously shining a little bit brighter, but Ard made sure to get a little bit of a revenge on it. The score is 9-12. The side of Sacred Shrine this time have a little bit more pressure towards the side of LCF. They're the ones on the lead, at least for now. 3,000 gold lead, 3 kills. So, all good so far, but that's only been 12 minutes. Still, the side of LCF is not bowing down just yet. They still have their inhibitors left, so any comeback... I mean, it's not about comeback. This is a very head-to-head gameplay. It's less of any team being on a little bit of a deficit and more about these two teams going really headstrong with each other. And with this Lord coming in, we've seen so many steals. We've seen so many members take it. We've seen Abhi take it once. We've seen the roamer take it once. We've seen the jungler take it once. So anything is really possible. It's not even about the retributions anymore. It's about whoever gets it. Okay, Art coming in with their invisibility. Do they want to go in for an engage? Yes, they go on Franco. But Winter...
delays the death by a few seconds. Rudius is able to escape from that whole situation. Iron Hook is not going to land, but look at that. Abhi's ultimate, the Feathered Airstrike, is going to seal the deal. Art is going to get taken out. Bid, next one to be taken out too. And I see the Anti going completely crazy. Van Satoru gets the kill on Sararmoon. He gets the triple kill and gets one more, maybe no. The Flicker saves his life, but look, it's Anti who's against the world. Phantom Execution, and dude, Asuna going crazy on that. Dodges. He's able to Ultra Instinct himself away from Van Satoru's death grip. But now, not again. He's not going to be able to do that. He does not have any spells to escape from Lancelot. Now it's going to be an easy GG's for the side of Team Sacred Shrine. They've got it in the wraps, and I think Franco might not be able to do much. The Iron Hook is not going to stall it even longer because Rudius, you've used up your luck in that previous team fight when you used the Winter Crown and escaped Death's Door, but now it's not going to be easy for you because the Nexus is going to be taken out by 3 people. You're done for. Team LCF get the first loss of the series.
What was Van decided to just bring out his some form of cursed energy, because what was that in the end? He went into the backline, just took down 3 targets all by himself, and he was still playing with LB. But I'm gonna be honest, that LB so much he moved around so much, dodging all the skills. But at the end, of course, Van saw those minion waves and it was like jackpot, and went in with those sing, shing, shing, and just took out LB as well. And with no members left, of course, Franco cannot really defend it. He was able to take the base. It was a crazy game. This whole game, Van did not get a chance to do much. But at the end, when the moment his team needed him most, Lancelot do be pulling it up, and they did. And with it, looks like LCF is in for a 4th game, because it's not a clean sweep. Sacred Shine, especially, gonna be honest, Van make the comeback for his team. And right now, with it, we're in for something, Crooks. It looks like we're going at least game 4 with it. And it's gonna be interesting what LCF is gonna be doing for game number 3, because right now, LCF wants their momentum back. They are not a team that's gonna let 2 for 1 happen. That's for sure.
Oh, definitely, dude. One thing that I actually found hilarious in this whole match was the fact that Lancelot Van Saduru was able to slip across the battlefield like a bar of soap that fell down when you're taking a little bath. And yes, like you said, we are not going to take up the spat. We are not going to pick up that bar of soap. We know what's going to happen when that happens. Well, then again, one thing that they need to actually keep in mind, LCF, is to ban that Lancelot. Vansaturu cannot have the Lancelot. If you're going to give the Lancelot, get some heroes that can actually completely shut him down. Maybe Mincetar kind of works against Lancelot, but then again, the Phobius was supposed to be the counter. Did not work out for them
counters.
This time.
They had Franco, they had Phobius. It's not like they didn't have counters.
True.
Van just...
But Franco's ultimate was always used on the other people, or maybe someone who was jumping in the backline. The Bloody Hunt was never used on the Lancelot, I'll be very honest with you. Especially when the Bloody Hunt was on cooldown, that's when Vansaturu actually decided to engage. This guy was absolutely crucial in his timings. He was absolutely not critical. He was absolutely calculated on his timings.
Absolutely, and I think that just makes him a really good jungler. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're diving into the game number 3 of this best of 5 series. Okay, Sacred Shine, they should get a 1, and they do. Last game it was banned, the 1-1 was banned out, so the score is also 1-1. Pretty crazy, ain't it? The whole world has its weight. But yeah, jokes aside, I am really looking forward to, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm telling you, LCF wins this. Why? LCF is not a team that's gonna let another team take 1 for 2. Yeah, maybe Sacred Shine will this series. You might say that, but they are not a team that will let 1 for 2 happen easily. LCF, the L right now will stand for locked in for sure, and that would just mean that 4th game, Sacred Shine will be the one to respond back, and we might have a 5th game. I'm actually looking for that. I'm looking forward to that, but of course, it's an optimistic thinking. Anything can happen right now, but I'm gonna be honest. It feels like that. It feels like that because I know LCF, and we've seen LCF in these past few months, and they're a team that is a force to be reckoned with, even internationally, not just India subcontinent. They're one of the teams that have played against international teams. Obviously, true internationals, of course, they've played it there. They've also played that scream with the Bhutan team as well. And they won it. So they're a team that is really hard. But at the same time, Sacred Shine, I'm going to be honest, Van, oh my god, that Lancelot was so flashy that maybe LCF got a little bit blinded by the lights, right? They got to play that song by Weekend and make sure that they're chilling at this point, right? But yeah, jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, game number 3, the bans are really done fast. Love to see it when the teams already know what they're going to ban out. But with it, LCF, your first pick. This time, looks like Rudius is going to be the one who picks up the fish. And he's going to be the one picking up other targets, not the soap.
Oh, now that you mention it, Lancelot's getting banned from the side of Team LCF. That's no surprise, I'll be very honest with you. Give Vansaturu Lancelot again, and you're practically giving them a free win. Like you said, they're not going to be the ones giving a 2-for-1 game. This is not going to happen. LCF calculated that. Get the Lancelot out of there. get the Uranus out of there and also the Boxia. One more thing that I actually want to talk about is the fact that Kadita is open. I might actually get called out on again, like the previous game, because obviously Kadita is the other fish, KKK. I shouldn't have actually said that. I'm so sorry, guys. I shouldn't have actually said that. There's no KK. It's only Kadita and Kalia. And we've got Team Sacred Shrine getting to the picks. And it's your favorite hero. It's Zushin getting picked out of the side of Team Sacred Shrine. They know what they actually needed for this win, and they're going to take it locked in.
For a second, I was confused, like the icons are a little bit mixed up. Man, technologia can sometimes be non-technologia because it can mess up. But okay, is it Sacred Shrine or is it LCF? If LCF has picked up, thank you guys. And wait. Yeah, does she come in? No, she's not in the screen yet because it's a little bit small. But I'll bring her. Don't worry, I'll bring her in the screen. She will come in, maybe in front of my face, which I wished that was the case. But she'll stay here. Yep, there we go.
The way you actually phrased that sentence. That way you phrased that sentence could have been done way better in so many different worlds.
Give me an example. Yes. Give me an example, buddy.
We don't.
You want me to go old English in it? Like, I wish for her to be ahead of my physical front, like stuff like that. Homie, let's just keep it simple. People can assume anything, and I would love if they assume because that's the truth, right? But anyways, we're gonna be seeing the Zeus shit, and man, I'm a little bit confused with the icons and stuff, but yeah, it should be fixed pretty soon, and we'll soon find out whoever is the Zushin. Whoever picked the Zushin, huge win, guys, huge win. You make me happy, and right now I'll be rooting for you 100%. But anyways, they do get the Zushin. I think it is LCF. Yeah, I think it is LCF, yep, because Esmeralda is an LCF hero. Esmeralda is an LCF hero because, let me tell you, like, I love Zushin, and he loves Esmeralda, and rightfully, you should, homie.
Oh, dude, can I just mention the fact that, some glitch is happening that actually is confusing me in the most weirdest ways. This is like into the multiverse kind of levels of glitches. I want to know if Romcom is actually going for the, Esmeralda again, or maybe it's LCF that's going to pick it up and get
I feel like it's LCF, because I've told you, just like for me, it's Zushin. For anti, it's Esmeralda. Bro will pick Esmeralda whenever he gets a chance. That's why.
I mean, hey, can't really blame the guy. That hero in itself is the most thickest and the most beefiest hero in the EXP lane.
The thickest shield, right? Thickest shield. We mean that.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
We got a Ruby on the gold lane.
Ruby on the gold? It's actually good because... Man, I slipped. But yeah, it's good for obviously a few reasons. First of all, she sustains, she got crowd control, and she's not going to lose that lane easily. Even if the other opponent does try to poke her, as long as there's a wave coming in, she will regen that HP back. And Yushin will basically take the role of the marksman. It also helps Yushin be the only squishy hero in the game. Along with the mage, but obviously Zushin, she is also thick in the defense department. She can easily get out due to the clock of defense. Clock of Destiny. But so that is going to be interesting, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like the Joy pick because it's what is it? Joy is very she's a sweeper, her whole job is to just come in and take the kills, but it kind of becomes a little bit difficult when your team can't create the opening for you. So Joy will basically be very reliant on right now this Lapu Lapu and the Eve to make a little bit of an opening, or Brody to dish out the most of the damage, so Joy can go in at the end with the Joyful Beats and take down the targets, right? And that's a weakness for Joy because, she has to wait for the team. Because if she tries to go first, she's gonna get bursted out. She's very squishy, right? And the weakness of Joy,
it's not just
she only
for it.
Yeah, she does get she can only deal damage around her area, and that's what makes her a little bit weak in that department, because almost all the junglers, if they have the area in front of them, quite a big area, they dish out the damage in that area. Lancelot in front of the triangle, then the execution. You take Gushun, has the blades. You take Hayabusa, he can just become invisible. Same for Ling. Joy, that weakness, she has to literally stand in front of the enemy's face, just like the Zushin is standing in front of me, which I'm so happy about. So that's the whole reason I feel like. But yeah, with it, the draft is done, crooks.
Ayo, I love the way that Ruby was picked in the gold lane instead of a conventional marksman. I'll be very honest with you, the Joy is the biggest threat for the Sata team LCF. They've got the Ruby as the gold laner, making sure that LCF got a way to actually counteract the Joy, who's actually jumping in the back lines, especially with the I am offended and the second skill. I think Ruby is able to actually stall in Joy's second skill, making sure that she does not get the ultimate unlocked with full stacks or maybe what is that? Full beats, unless of course she actually stacks it up on a minion or maybe the jungle creeps and then engages. Of course, that is going to be a very critical mistake if at all you actually jump in without thinking. If not thinking, I mean, if the enemy has any crowd control spells, especially we know that Belric is going to be a good soft counter to Joy, and etc. etc. But back to the game, we're in the land of Dawn for an exciting game. It's 1-1, one for Sacred Shrine and one for LCF. Both teams are pretty good at what they're doing, and I see in the mid lane there's not going to be much of a fight. Instead, it's going to be it's going to actually be in the mid lane again. Look at that. Art is actually taking a ton of damage from the combos of both Carmilla and Zushin.
Yeah, obviously, but yeah, just like Crooks mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 3 of this best of 5, remind you, and it's going to be interesting which team will get, of course, the second pointer, and I'm going to be honest with the Zushin, I'm very biased, but anyways, looking at the poke and everything, a flicker being used up, it's going to be interesting how this game goes, but I'm just going to be honest, LCF picking up the Zushin, they just took me on their side, I'm sorry. But anyways, Abhi getting taken up pretty low. But, oh my god, don't give me that heart attack, Abhi, better watch out, and he regenerates most of his HP back, but oh, look at that. Oh, I think the first one comes in, taken down by Rudius. Roamer for Roamer.
Roamer for Roamer. Nobody from the side of Team LCF had taken a L till now.
No, in the sense that he took it for himself.
Oh, dude, this guy is just like, yo, it's a Roamer, I'm gonna take it. It's an equal trade, we're gonna do it, and we get Art down on the first 2 minutes, less than that. But then again, on the top side, we see a little bit of pressure being applied on Anti with Vansa through the Joy, of course, and Romcom again on the Lapu Lapu. In this previous game, that he had an amazing time, just devastating Team LCF. He was absolutely doing his best. Art, he kind of did this little thing that most people don't actually know about. He got his passive back on by using his basic attacks in the bush and completely not making sure he does not need to reveal himself, but actually he was revealed. Look at Joy doing some damage to Anti, but he's gonna heal it right back up with the shield. Romcom might actually be in trouble. No, he's not going to be. Rudius is engaging, but Art does not have the ultimate. Zushin is gonna be safe. Asuna is gonna escape with the ultimate, of course, and he's going to actually put some pressure. Romcom is going to have to be forced back because Anti is on way more has way more HP. I am offended. Gets Brody down. Kelra is going to be taken out. Art now has the ultimate. The Tsunami Slam takes down Abhi. Sorry, Ray. We've got a little bit of a situation. Rudius is going to get taken out by Romcom, of course. Now Team Sacred Shrine have the advantage in any engage on the turtle, of course. Team LCF have to take the loss, but then again, Sacred Shrine get the advantage throughout this whole ordeal.
It is really interesting how these teams just keep on going up each other's neck, right? Because, you think that maybe I'd have decided to win, but this was basically, I would say, a very 50-50. Yep, LCF do get the turtle, right? So, I guess, in a way, they have odds out the evens, evens out the odds, what am I saying? But yeah, 2 for 2, but the turtle is going to be a little bit of a win, but still a little early game. Sacred Shrine is a team that is not weak in any sort of way because they just won the second match. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. The Zushin pick, they win my heart, and now I support them. Come on, Zushin gotta win, buddy. Zushin gotta win.
Oh,
and 100%, on 100%. Abhi knew what he needed to do. Bro knew what he needed to do to get me to bias about him. But yeah, jokes aside. But to decide right now, just gonna be waiting for the next turtle to go for the next team fight because of course it's still early game. Going for haphazard engages or just try to go in so deep, it's not gonna be possible. Or are they? Because they will go into the Ruby, but I don't think it's gonna be enough, is it? No, they take down Dadagiri. Oh my god, Kelra just got the Malefic gun as well.
Oh man, with the Malefic gun, Dada is gonna have a hard time connecting with I'm offended, of course, but then again, the first turtle going to the side of Team LCF is going to be crucial for their domination. Now that Dada is going down and out for the count, he's going to actually put his team in a tough spot. Vanthathuru trying to engage onto Asuna, but then again he gets taken out before the turtle even spawns in, and Rudius is now here to actually save the day, but he does not commit with the ultimate, of course, because Bid has decided to use his ultimate. The RWM is going to completely zone out people, but then again, Kelra is going to be taken out, but instead, it's going to be Sarar Moon who's going to be taken out by Romcom, who had a passion and a mission to actually make sure the Tix Turtle is going to be theirs. The Tsunami Slam absolutely useless, but then again, he's going to put himself into trouble, and Harm's Way is going to actually take down Art before the next turtle. The second turtle of the match is not going to be contested right now, of course, because Joy is kind of low on HP. No, I mean, Joy has other plans, of course, and the bot lane, Rudius is low on HP, but look at that, Joy has predictably just jumped in on Rudius, doing damage to him, and the stun, the Carmilla's ultimate, that forces back Vanthathuru. Vanthathuru is going to go straight back to the base on that one. He's going to go have a fun time there. Stun on the Zushin. Asuna is in trouble. No, he's not. He's going to actually be able to stay alive for a little longer. Gets the turtle for the side of Team LCF because, of course, there's no retribution from the side of Team Sacred Shrine. That is a good mountain shocker, but look at the Tsunami Slam doing completely U-turning on Sarar Moon. Romcom getting the kill on Sarar Moon. Absolute comedy because LCF got 2 turtles, but they lost their jungler twice.
You know, the score still kind of favors them, but at the same time, you're right. Sarar Moon got taken down twice, so he'll have a little bit of a off timing, right? So because of it, I think they'll have to watch out for, what is it? I think, you know, look, we'll have to actually consider the macro little pretty soon, because the push game should be coming in from the hands of the team.
I think Sacred Shrine had the advantage in terms of pushing, because obviously you can't have Ruby pushing, obviously. You've got Brody, you got Kelra with a Brody. He's absolutely crazy on pushes. Obviously, everyone knows what Brody can do. If you leave him unattended in front of your tower for at least 2 seconds, it's going to be wiped out in a matter of seconds. Romcom just facing up Rudy is just punching and punching and punching. But on the bot side, we see Asuna trying to actually poke on Abi, but he might actually get into trouble if the Tsunami Slam connects in maybe a few seconds. But now Romcom and Bid have made their way to actually come to the bot lane and make sure they try to bid adieu to somebody, but nobody's actually there to actually, you know, give a little bit of an adios to. They've gotten back Teams LCF. They've decided to actually make sure pressure is in the mid lane first and then the bot lane. Kelra and, you know, Art trying to actually, you know, capitalize on that, trying to push the bot lane. Art connecting, gets the Zushin into a chokehold, but the Purify saves him. And look, Art is going to be, Kelra is going to be taken out first. We see Art going to be pulled back with the I am offended. And look, Rudius is going to get taken out by Romcom, who just completely shattered every bit of defense that they had and went to the backline. But now will be punished because Dada is absolutely unforgiving about things like that. Rudius was supportive of Dada, and Dada gets revenge for him. Sarar Moon gets the start on the turtle. I think he's going to actually commit to this one because obviously his team is all there. Joy, Vanthathuru actually in position to actually maybe steal it, but electrifying beats might not connect. He might actually get a chance to, but no, it's going to be Sarar Moon securing the turtle with a retribution, timed it perfectly. Well, he didn't need to actually time it because obviously Vanthathuru is not going to actually engage on that one, and he's going to go directly for his blue buff while Sarar Moon goes for his blue buff. But now that I actually think about it, Sarar Moon knows how to use Yi Sun Shin. He's actually very fast at farming, and all the jungle is actually kind of scared of him.
and you know, I do see, what was it? Okay, they might go for another engage into the bottom lane. Look at the pressure coming in, and looks like they might just go in for it and get the kills in ready as well. But Art will ultimately fall, and Dadagiri will survive for a little bit, and with it, looks like they can put a pressure in again. But yes, Malda comes in for a little bit of a cleanup house, and she will take down Romcom as well. Zushin trying to put in the pressure, but look at the Zushin coming in from the backline, and she will take the kill onto Brody, and Bid will also fall because having the shield is a negative point when you're obviously against. But Joy wants to come in to clean the house, but looks like he's the one getting cleaned up with basically a full wipeout. Art got taken down and he's back, but you know, it's a full wipeout that LCF did, and 7-13, they are back into the game, and right now they're going to be putting the pressure into all the lanes. The macro is going to be really heavy hitting for the side of Circuit Shine to really take in.
Oh, definitely, dude. That's what I actually talked about. Right now, we saw that Joy was completely starstruck. He was not able to use the second skill at all after using the one instance of it. He was not able to because Ruby just completely shut him down. He had other plans, made sure Joy, Vanzathoru was completely caught off guard and he could not escape from that whole situation. You've got a little bit of a gap in between each of the dashes, and you can't really use that if a Ruby is up on your face and stunning you straight up.
Yeah, and also considering the fact that the side of the other side have a few shields, you know. Romcom has a shield, and so does Bed, and so does I think Van as well. So those three shields are really helping Anti get all of those up, and because of it, I think like it's really being advantageous for Anti to really. Oh, look at the engage popping in. Abhi will get a kill on Kelra, and with the next double kill made up, triple kill for the Zushin. Does he want to go for the Maniac? Please do give the Zushin the Maniac. I would love to see a Zushin Maniac, but no, Romcom denies it. It's not going to be into the table, and Esmeralda is the one to clean up it, and will get the kill. Mega kill secured. Oh, nice. Rudius will make the space for NT to come back, and with it, they're just going to get the Lord for themselves. Man, Zushin not getting the Maniac. But anyways, they're going to be cracking down on the base, while the other side takes the Lord. Look at the animation, crooks. Kalia is not tanky enough.
Kalia is definitely not tanky enough, but he's got the opportunity to use the ultimate, the Tsunami Slam, multiple times with the fleeting time, but you cannot use the ultimate if you're dying so much. Dude, Art, what are you doing? You're dead 4 times. You've got to make sure you actually commit to, getting kills with the safety of your team. Otherwise, you're practically giving free gold to the side of Team LCF.
Yeah. And with it, I think the side of Sacred Shine, I'm trying to look for an angle for them to make a comeback, but it's getting hard for one simple reason. It's the whole thing that Brody has a weakness, and that is, of course, crowd control. And the other side has a lots of it. There is the Ruby, there's the Zushin, and not to mention, Rudius is also there, who's just going to be affecting with the... What is it again, man?
Curse of Blood.
Yeah, Curse of Blood. The Curse of Blood connecting. Oh my god, how did I... we haven't addressed the whole thing, that the fact that there's a Carmilla and a Zushin that is basically so synergetic that we can clearly see the difference being made out here. And right now there's a little bit of a issue on my end. The stream is frozen, but hopefully it's working on YouTube, so nobody's facing any issues regarding that. But
I will actually confirm the stream has been frozen from my side too. We are absolutely starstruck because right now the effort from the side of Team LCF have frozen the screen, and now we're back. We're back for more, baby. And we've got the bot lane getting pressured, but the Curse of Blood does not connect on anybody. Bot lane tier 3 going to be taken out. The inhibitor is in trouble. Our Anti is actually just taking a bunch of Brody's, what do you call it? Laser attacks and staying alive. Oh, okay, we're getting the Tsunami Slam right back into the ultimate, the RWM, and the I Am Offended taking back people and making sure Team LCF have the advantage in numbers and also the damage. But look at that, Ruby surviving with a sliver of HP. Unstoppable for Asuna, obviously, because, it's a Zushin, and Ray, you're absolutely right to actually support Zushin, dude. This hero is absolutely going crazy on the mid lane today.
I know where she else goes crazy because, bro, I have genuine knowledge about it. I can share. No, I'm not gonna share it. So it's a little bit of a personal information, right? But look at the engage coming in. Oh my god!
We're not talking about Zushin anymore. We're talking about the Tsunami Slam. Dada gets the kill. Okay, we get Bid getting the kill on Rudius though. Surprising. No surprise there. But then again, nobody wants to know about what Zushin does. Yeah. Talking about that, Vanzathoru gets the kill. Sorry, not kill. The item, the Divine Glaive. While Bid also gets the Divine Glaive. Romcom gets himself, brute force breastplate. What else can we talk about? We've got LCF with 20 kills and Sacred Shrine with 9 kills. I'm definitely not going back to Zushin again. Let's all just ignore Zushin.
You dare utter those words against me, immortal. Even if you're immortal, bro, I don't care because you have a cooldown on your immortality, right? Like, it's pretty big in the early game.
Seconds.
So yeah,
it's 20 seconds.
It's 20 seconds. well, 20 seconds. It can be really long if you take time relativity, because time is relative, said by Einstein. But yeah, we'll see what is relative into the game, because right now, relatively, LCF is the one winning it, the engages, as they have a whopping 9k goal lead under 14 minutes. And the inhibitors are exposed, and Lord is going to be marking in the base with the mid lane. The side of LCF are completely prepared, and I told you there are two things. First of all, LCF does not take 2-for-1 against their opponent, and they got Zushin, man. Zushin ended everything. Zushin has to be banned out, or
definitely.
Zushin is just broken,
The only
guys. Zushin is just broken. I fixed her, by the way, don't worry, but she's still broken. I'll fix her after this game, don't worry. But
Yeah.
Lord marching in, Crooks looks like this guy might be the final push in.
Vance through jumping in, he's gonna take some damage, but he will be forced back. And I think Romcom has jumped in. Look at that perfect freeze, dude. Is it frozen on your side too?
Yeah, it's a little bit frozen on our side, but I think definitely either Sacred Shine has gotten the win for themselves. Okay, let me just check out on the YouTube.
What do you mean
YouTube
Sacred Shine got the win? LCF got the win.
No. Sacred Shine might have defended, but I don't think they have defended. LCF most likely have gotten the base, and I think, yeah, they have gotten the base. And yeah, there we go. They get the base to themselves as LCF, just like I told you. They will get this game 2-for-1, because that's the team they are. And hey, the final nail in the coffin, the cherry on the cake. There are so many things that I can say, but it's at the end, it's gonna be Zushin glaze all over again, because Zushin is the best mage. Pick Zushin. If you don't pick Zushin, just ban it. But anyways, look at it. He gets the MVP, no doubt over there. Most valuable. The P stands for something else, but I'll tell you. Anyways, MVP goes to the Zushin, and it's looking really good. You get me, buddy. You get me, buddy. You get me, buddy. But yeah.
I do. I can't keep a straight face when I'm at the casting desk with you, my friend. You are absolutely crazy. You are a very, very good caster, and I enjoy casting with you. But then again, one thing that I want to talk about is the fact that Sacred Shrine cannot win this, especially against Zushin, because Ray is glazing all over Zushin. You know what they actually needed to actually get the victory on this one? They needed an Argus, because they didn't have anyone who was immortal, because they did not have immortality or death in their side. They chose death because they actually didn't take the Argus. So sad, too bad. Sacred Shrine get the loss. It's 2 for the side of Team LCF and 1 for the side of Team Sacred Shrine.
Game 4, we're gonna be getting into it really, really pretty soon, because LCF have gotten the 2-for-1, and right now they're the ones looking for a 3-1. But at the same time, it's Sacred Shine. They might try to even the odds to even. Man, I can't say the term properly, but you get the idea that the Sacred Shine, 100% they're looking to make this game number 4 on their hands to make sure. I mean, they're gonna ban Zushin 100%. You know, not having Zushin does not favor the odds anymore, because Zushin is just too strong. But with it, we should be coming back to the caster's desk, and we are gonna be choosing. And I already have a winner in my mind. So, Crooks, I don't know if you have one. We can't choose the same guy, by the way. So right now, I think it is time. Production, do confirm with me. We can pick up for the giveaway, right? Let me just confirm with it. Giveaway time. I think it's giveaway time. Crooks, do you have someone on your mind? Because it's already done with game 3.
I had one person on my mind. I had one person on my mind, but that person is not here anymore. I'm surprised. I thought that guy would stay from like the time we had the breaks till now. I thought that he would be here, but he's not anymore. So I kind of actually am sad. I might actually try to find someone else. But until then, do you have anyone on your mind?
I think they've told me that you're going to be picking a winner at the end of the stream. I will just confirm.
Oh.
Yeah. And obviously, we're going to be choosing the most active. The most active in the chat. Make a guess, of course, because you're probably seeing that guy on the chat for right from the first game. And the one winning the giveaway for, of course, the first one winning this giveaway for being the most active chatter is going to be Mithun. So Mithun. Mithun, you've just won the giveaway, and you can win all the way from 200 to 500 diamonds. So make sure you submit your ID in the chat or approach the admins, of course, because you're the first winner of this giveaway. And Crooks, you're going to be waiting until the last game to announce the next one. Unfortunately, I know which guy you're talking about, but yeah, looks like he's no longer here, so technically he doesn't qualify. So Mithun, you're the first winner of this giveaway, so make sure you submit your ID and claim your reward. And but don't go anywhere, of course. If you suddenly become inactive, we're gonna pass the reward to, of course, the one in the leaderboard. But yeah, make sure you stay active.
Definitely.
Yeah, you have to stay active, bro. You can't be staying active just for the giveaway and then decide to go away. No. That happening. You gotta stay until the end. So make sure you stay tuned. And of course, congrats on winning out the giveaway, man. And no, it's not. Obviously, it's from the casters, but of course the production has also confirmed it that you guys have been the most active one. Unfortunately, you were kind of hidden accidentally by one of the moderators, and because of that, you did not get a chance at the leaderboard, which is kind of sad. So we wanted to make it sure it's fair for you. And congrats, buddy. Your efforts are in now, not in vain. But yo, production, do we take a break right now and come back for the rest of the games, or do we keep going? Tell me. I would love to know that. I think we're gonna go for a break. What do you think, Brooks?
Oh, I definitely need a break, dude. Hydration is most required. My throat is absolutely killing me. It's like the Sahara Desert, and my throat is killing me. Did I say that my throat is killing me? Yes, I said that my throat is killing me. I am going to take a break. I hope all of you take a break. Be back soon, though, because I actually still have that opportunity to pick one lucky winner to give that giveaway.
One.
Diamonds, of course. Diamonds. Yeah. So you're getting a free set of diamonds. Mithun got the diamonds. You might be the next one to get the diamonds, too. So I'll see you soon. Array is going to see you soon. Am I right, my friend? We will be back. I hope you stay hydrated. Okay. My throat is.
It's all okay. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you stay tuned because the result is not done yet. It's 2-for-1. LCF still needs 1 pointer, but a game 5 is always a possibility. Make sure you stay tuned for the competition. We'll be right back with game number 4. Beep. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to, of course, the playoff stages. We've just had such an exciting game between, of course, LCF and Sacred Shrine. 3 back-to-back matches, where right now LCF leads with a 2-for-1 pointer, and they're looking to make it a 3-1. But, of course, the roadblock, the one challenging it is, of course, the emerging team, that is Sacred Shrine, looking to make it a game number 5 to give us, obviously, a cinema moment. We'll obviously soon find out enough who's going to be the one reigning ahead on the upper brackets and who's going to be going down to fight IGN, of course. So anyways, into the casting desk, I am back again, but this time Crucifix is going to be taking a little bit of a short break, as I'm joined by, of course, none other than Fredo with that suit over there. I don't have a tie, so I can't really tune with you, my homie, but we're going to be witnessing a game 4 between these two teams. You have obviously on the chat, right, witnessing these exciting games. We've seen Van Satru making that play, securing a win, but at the same time we've seen the last match as well, right, Fredo?
Yep, that was a very good second game. The third game was even better. If not for Mr. Ambani just cursing us with his, network issues. But yeah, if not for that, the game was pretty good, and that was a very dominating fashion with which LCF was able to win the third one. So yeah, things will get really interesting from here on. And just to tell the backstory to the audience which is still watching, LCF and Sacred Shrine did meet in the round robin stages as well, but the unlucky thing is Sacred Shrine's goal laner was not really available, so they had to forfeit the third game, right? But right now they have their chance of taking revenge and getting back what they have lost, right? So if they win this one, then of course they'll be getting back what they lost there in the round robin stage. So it will be kind of exciting, because Art, of course, the roamer of Eliminators, the roamer of Sacred Shrine, told me that he really wants to get that revenge. So yeah, he wanted me to just match up with LCF. I did tell him, like, if you end up at this spot, you'll match up with LCF. They were like, what? Really? So yeah, that's what they did, I guess. To end up with
Fate brought them together. Fate brought them together, if you get what I mean. Pretty crazy. It was Fate who brought them. Pretty insane. But yeah, jokes aside, this is going to be a game number 4. And obviously, I think the drafts will change up a little bit. Zushin ban is 100% coming, bro, because I'm going to be honest. Zushin, giving Zushin to these 3 guys, okay? Eden, Witch, and Asuna / Abhi. Giving Zushin to these 3 guys, it's a death sentence, because these 3 are extremely comfortable. They know ins and outs, and they're really hard to catch as well. So I think giving out to Zushin was obviously a mistake on their end, but let's see if there will be any mistakes this time around, as LCF will be back on that first pick, and let's see what they prioritize on their end. Sacred Shrine gonna be getting the second pick for themselves, and we'll see what drafts they do go for. The first game, though, it was really fun. LCF winning it out with an Uranus jungle, something that we don't see that often, but they were able to win it again, even against the carry that was making a comeback. But second game, we did Lancelot pay, and there we go. Lancelot is not going to be seeing the light of the day, because Van Saturo has made a statement that his Lancelot is a force to be reckoned with, Fredo.
Exactly, and that's the reason why the Lancelot will be banned once again. He will not get his hands on that Lancelot. At the same time, the enemy will ban the Hayabusa as well, Sacred Shrine right now, because they do understand that Sarah Moon's best assassin, we don't really see him using other assassins a lot, but the assassin that he really likes to use is the Hayabusa, and he is one of the best Hayabusa players that India has. So of course, respecting the enemy jungle prowess as well coming in. Both sides really testing each other in this draft. LCF though might take a bolder approach and try to counter out Bit as well, because in the mid lane matchup, even though we all know Asuna is the best mid laner, Bit also stands his ground in the mid lane matchup, so might be some time for them to ban some of Bit's heroes as well.
I think, okay, with so far how they're going, if this happens, Zushin is not going to get banned out again, which will be a troublesome, because the thing is, with assassins down, it's really hard for someone to take Zushin, and I think that's the whole reason they wanted to pick up the Joy, and it just did not work out, right? So CC ban is honestly respect worthy, because of course Anti will pick it up, and CC is basically the top EXP laner option, even though with the fact that Lapu Lapu and Phoebus are contending for the top number 1 spot. There we go. No doubts. And oh my god, I kind of feel bad, but I feel like LCF has it already, man. I'm just biased. Zushin is just the best, but no joke. Sacred Shrine are right now in a pickle, because Art, whatever rumor he picks, it's gonna get picked up and thrown. That's gonna be the main issue. who takes down the Zushin? There's no Lancelot, there's no Hayabusa. So what they can really go for is what? A Ling, a Nolan. Even those two picks are not exactly something that can take down a Zushin easily in the early game. They need the mid game, or at least the early game snowball, to get enough damage to take down the Zushin. So I think it's gonna be a mistake. Oh, I do know. Yeah, Yushinshin is there, but Yushinshin can be stopped as well. That's one of the things that actually makes Yushinshin contend with the Lancelot. That's why many people don't actually say that he's the most ban-worthy hero, or like he's the most overpowered hero, because he can be countered out. Stop his farming and he's done, because that's his main thing. He's a farmer. But with it, Fredo, LCF, few more picks coming in. Any guesses what it's gonna be?
Well, like you said, Yushinshin is a farmer, so there are ways to stop him, which is the early invade kind of comp. So LCF might want to prioritize an early invade kind of comp if they can go in for that. Maybe the Hylos does a pretty good job in the early game. They might want to go. Yeah, they can go for the Hylos. If they want, they can go for the X-Borg in their jungle as well. We all know the X-Borg is a very good frontliner. Oh, Serarmon, of course, he always likes to pick up the Suyu when it's available. In the last game as well, if you remember, that 1v1 in the top lane, and I did not believe it. I think it was the second game, but Van Satoru on a Lancelot losing in a 1v1 against a Suyo is not something that I've heard of. But if there's someone that can pull that off, it is Serarmon, and that's why Serarmon's Suyo is also something that everyone needs to watch out.
Of course, I mean, remember when Suyu was overpowered? This guy used to play Suyu. When Suyu was enough, this guy used to play Suyu. And even right now, when Suyu is not the top pick, he still plays Suyu. Well, to be fair, Suyu is a hero that really synergizes well. There is a little bit of mosquito, so do not mind me. Man, it's annoying. But I have to get up to get the mosquito repellent. But do I want to get up? Nah. I want to witness this game, and I want to see if there's gonna be a fifth game, or if LCF, with of course my Zushin, will get the win. Mine. But yeah, picks are coming in from the hands of Sacred Shrine. I was about to say Sacred Zushin. But yeah, with the Lapu Lapu pick, I think they'll just most likely band out the other off-lane. What am I saying? Off-laners, basically. Yeah, EXP laners, which is gonna be the Phobius, and most likely a Glue. So no, oh, how can I forget? And he also loves the Esmeralda. So because of that, I think they just want to make sure that Lapu Lapu is the one pulling up the game, because we've seen Fredo, right? A good Lapu Lapu can carry the whole momentum in the early game. He's just that strong. You just gotta ban out his counters, man.
Exactly, a good Lapu Lapu, of course. And if you look at Romcom, and especially his EXP lane prowess, you do not want to deal with an Esmeralda just nerfing him just because of that shield that it can get, right?
Yep.
And we all know Anti is such a, like, one of his favorite heroes is the Esmeralda, like you always say. So that guy, cannot give him this Esmeralda away. Right now, coming from the other side though, they ban out the Harith, because of course Esmeralda banned. There is a high chance that they might pick up the Harith. So that's why they ban out the Harith, they ban out the Phobius as well, like you mentioned. Heroes that can nerf Romcom have been banned out, but the glue still remains open. So, I mean, it's very, very likely that they're going to go for the glue now. But now, coming to the goal lane that Sacred Shrine can go for, the Irithel is still open.
Irithel is still left open, and they do not respect it. They instead go for the Ruby ban, knowing well, because Sacred Shrine, they have the Yushinshin, and so they can go for a double fighter lane composition to make sure Yushinshin gets the most farm, dishes out the most damage, and he's the ADC basically. So Ruby ban is actually granted. I think they're confident that they can handle with an Irithel, because of course Zushin is there. Because Irithel can try to run, but she can't stop someone who can just pick you up like a baby and throw you away. Don't throw babies though. We've all watched Squid Game season. But yeah, this is also season 3, funny enough, right? But of course, no doubt, the Nathan pulls up, because of course I was thinking most of the marksmen are out. Nathan is something that Kelra is very comfortable, and it's a hero that he's actually won a lot of the games with. So I thought Kelra is most likely gonna be picking it up. But Fredo, I remember your chat, man, now talking about Kelra. That is something. But LCF pulls it up with Rudius's Gatot into the roaming position, gets the AOG, most likely gonna go into the back lines, and to end the draft, it's most likely gonna be an EXP laner. We've talked about glue, but I won't be surprised if something else pulls up as well, because LCF has a tendency, but most likely should be a glue.
Yeah, it should probably be the glue. The only choice left. Terizla could come in as well if they do want to go for a setup kind of hero. Even the Arlot is open.
Oh yeah,
So many.
Arlot, yeah.
Yeah, even like Arlot is open. So many choices still left. They take their time though in deciding what to go for as their last pick. And of course, the mastermind behind the draft, as Error has already revealed, is okay. They go for Gatot EXPs. I mean, that is what LCF is all about. They need to have that surprise element in their draft every single time, because that is one of the reasons why these guys are the top team in India, right? Nobody does that better except them. Nobody does the draft better. Yep, of course.
Honestly,
Who would
it's
have thought?
beautiful. It's beautiful. I know the Eve pick did came in for the response of it, but at the same time, it's really beautiful that I was caught off guard, because I was honestly thinking there's no way they're gonna pull up a Gato DXP, right? But it makes sense. They don't need DXP laner to win their lane. They need DXP laner to be in the team fights, because the ones handling all of it is gonna be the Zushin, the Suyo, and the Granger. So what they need is just one-liners. On the other side, have only the Nathan to respond to the frontliners. Yes, there is of course the Eve. You cannot really underestimate the Eve, because she can really stop the frontliners. But one good thing about both of these, they have the dashes to get out of the RWM. So it's gonna be interesting how both of these lineups are gonna be executed to the max. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure you keep chatting, because we still have to pick up the last winner for the giveaway for being the most active chatter, right? Mithun have already won it. We won't reveal his diamonds. He'll know it for sure. But the range is 200 to 500 diamonds. And you can be the next winner as long as you stay in the chat and you're active. And don't worry about the leaderboards, because the YouTube leaderboards do take time to active. But we are looking at who's chatting out the most. Don't spam though. Just chat naturally and we'll pick you. But the draft is done, Fredo. And it's looking good. As ladies and gentlemen, we dive into the game number 4 of Nerd 3.0 playoff stage, upper bracket Z number 2 between LCF and Circuit Shine. A team that is reigning champions and a team that is the challengers have stood strong in the wins. And let's see if they will fall, as a chance of a 3-1 is pretty dire. But at the same time, 2 for 2, I'll take it. With me, of course, I'm joined by Fredo, and I'm myself Ray. And Fredo, what do you have to say about both of this draft?
I feel like both of these drafts are really going to come down to execution. And when it comes to execution, LCF as well as Secret Shrine, both of them, they have shown promising execution. But I just feel like tonight is the night for LCF to shine. But oh, Anti, is this a wrong position?
Maybe, most likely, because Anti almost gets caught out 1 HP, because Bid doesn't have the lethal ignition. If it was, he was a goner. But yeah, no first blood just yet. And I think Anti will suffer a little bit into that early game, because of course it's a Gato DXP. Can't really exactly expect much of him to win out his lane.
Yep, he should not be winning out the lane, but he should be making those rotations and getting that level 4. If he gets the AOG, of course, that is exactly what he's here for, right? But before he can get that, he's going to be having to, play a little bit safe. Bit force the flicker out, and now that is going to be a resource burned. And that information is going to help the side of LCF play a little bit more aggressive, as they know that the enemy mid laner does not have the flicker anymore.
Yeah, and I think... Okay, he at least has to purify, so that is good.
Whoa.
But the engage coming in, Lapu will become the first blood. Immediate tide shifted. It looked like it was going to be Anti, but no, it's going to be the other one. But do not worry about a little bit of delays on the stream. It's just the... I mean, Fredo knows the term the best, right? Fredo, say it.
Yeah, of course, El Ambani. For this thing,
Yeah,
but
it's
anyways.
only good from him out. It's only good from him out. But yeah, they get a turtle for themselves. Basically 2 pointers right now into the neutral objective.
Yep, and with that, Kelra max stacks on him. Does not get caught out though still. Oh, there might be the Tsunami Slam coming in, but it does not take down anyone. Art, Rudy has just fall. Art will fall as well. It's a trade in the mid lane. Dada gets stunned by the Mountain Shocker. Van might go down here if Abhi continues to chase him, but he has run out of mana, so he has to back off.
You know, the interesting matchup is obviously going to be as we progress toward the later game. They have 2 really strong late game contenders, which is obviously the Yashin Shin and the Nathan. Nathan obviously will dish out a lot of damage with the, Rudius wanted to go for a flicker engage on Bet, just misses out on one step. But yeah, late game is going to be interesting because the other side, they have only Dadagir mainly, right? Mainly the Granger. Yes,
Yep.
Granger is extremely strong in the late game, but at the same time, he's the only one defense. That is something that they'll have to consider. Art right now getting his fist ready for a Tsunami Slam.
Exactly. Art is always ready with that tsunami slam to catch anyone who is wandering across the map unaware of his presence, right? So he'll be camping in those bushes trying to get pickoffs with the help of Bid, with the help of Kelra as well. But Kelra might be in some trouble here. Terrar Moon almost takes him down, low HP. But yeah, he'll be able to survive that. But he does understand that enemy will always have his eyes, will have their eyes on him, right? Because he is the carry of Sacred Shrine right now.
Pretty funny because he picked up the carry, right? But anyways, 2 for 1. I like the fact that Saramun doesn't go for any, Suyo skins because of course that's the peak skin. But AOG popped in. Van Satoru will get decimated out of there by the hands of LCF. 3 for 1 score right now, and the next hurdle comes in, and this should be an uncontested one. Van will be back in 5 seconds, but I think LCF will just melt it pretty fast unless the side of Sacred Shrine decides to stall in a little bit. Look at the Lapu Lapu coming in with the Bravest Fighter, but the Kalia pops in as well. But can she go for an engage? They're really trying to make sure the jungle gets taken down, but Bid is also getting focused in a little bit. Keller will join the team fight. Granger is not here yet though, so the damage is going to be quite a bit. RWM popped in as well. Lapu Lapu getting a lot of damage into his face, and Romcom will get taken down by Ubhi. And with it, the turtling it still goes on, Fredo.
Dada goes down as well, and now they want to go for the turtle fight. Art goes in. They do not want them to run away at low HP. They want to take them down. Rudius falls as well. Abi and Serarmoon are really low. Serarmoon wants to go in for a kill, but now he'll be the one getting killed instead by Pit. The outplay from the mid laner of Sacred Shrine. Incredible reactions being seen here from Mr. Bit.
It is full on head-to-head, isn't it, fella? 4-4 immediately. The clap back from Sacred Shrine. It came naturally. But AOG gonna be into the bottom lane just to make sure to defend it, but I don't think Anti will be enough to defend the lane. He doesn't have enough damage, and right now he might also get taken down himself. That's a 3v1. Despite the efforts, Anti will not be able to take it. Van will be getting the kill and 200 gold.
Top lane?
But top?
Oh, Dada almost gets taken down, but from behind, Rudius might be coming in. Oh, Kelra just backs off at the right time with the entropy. Art is also low as well, but that was great timing from Sacred Shrine. Do they want to go in? They might have just sensed that the enemy is recalling. They might want to go in for an invade or something right now. Romcom makes a rotation topside as he sees his teammates are recalling.
Yeah, and I think Sacred Shrine, they have gotten their tempo, right? So we might just see them take this lead because, of course, a 5th game is something that everybody wants. But LCF, they're not out of the competition. Oh my god, Romcom just confirmed that, yeah, he's just using all his instinct. And this time his instinct failed him because he thought there was someone. But yeah, that shows you, right? But yeah. Zushin, that Purify. Clutch.
Purify will save the day for him, but that is an information, once again, going into the ears and minds of Sacred Shrine, that the enemy mid laner does not have the spell. And these resources are very important. Mid lane, though, might be in some trouble. Bit gets taken down. Romcom left all alone to defend it. Romcom wants to go in for Dada. Dada will get taken down. Romcom into the AOG. Comes in from behind Van Satoru. He's still getting zoned out by Anti. Rudius might be getting taken down by Art. And they still manage to get away alive. But topside, Kelra uses the entropy. Tries to push down the tower. But there isn't enough damage because of the damage reduction that you get 1 second after the turret.
Yeah.
Outer turret has been taken down. So yeah, that damage reduction will not allow Kelra to take that tier 2. But now, last turtle of the game. This is where things can change.
And I think LCF doesn't want to contest it. Yeah, they don't want to contest it because they kind of realize they're a little bit behind on that gold department as well as the EXP, because look at that, they're mostly level 9, but do they go for an engage? And yes, they do. And Abi is getting pressured up a little bit, but even though there's not Purify, there was not enough damage into the hands of Sacred Shrine because look at it, Keller is all the way over there, Yushinshin is all the way over there. They only had the members who are mostly utility, so because of that, they could not really go for that one just yet. But with it, look at the itemization, Fedo. They are getting their first in slots already, building towards the second. Suyo already has the second. Oh my god. So does the Yushinshin. They're basically building same items. Brothers.
And if you take a look at Mr. Kelra here, who is way ahead of every single one in the in the entire land of Dawn right now. 6.4k. He's already working on to the Holy Crystal, and once he gets that, holy moly, will start happening for sure.
Holy moly. Holy moly. Man, that made me
Whoa.
smile. But he will use a pre-fire again, but AOG into the back lines. It looks like they're gonna make sure that Art, for all his shenanigans, he gets punished. But no, he will get punished. Saramon takes the kill, but let's see. Do they want to keep going in? It's barely surviving Saramon, but look at the rest of the members. RWM will be cancelled out in the moment right now, and he still wants to keep going, but he might just go back to the base as he gets taken down. Romcom joins the fray, Fredo.
And he goes in for Dada. Can he take down Dada? Dada escapes with the flicker. Rudius comes in with the Tyrant's Revenge. Abhi will get taken down by Ban Satoru. Ban Satoru is chasing down Rudius. Can he take this tank down? It's a ball that you have to take down. But he does not have enough damage to take down the Iron Ball that he is. Ban Satoru, though, is still dealing a lot of damage. Sailor Moon is forced to back off. This time around, Van Satoru clearly dominating because of his farm lead. And even Dada is kind of suffering. He has to back off. The poke that's coming in from this Heave is just too much right now for LCF to handle.
Absolutely. Not to mention, oh, look at Art. He's going in for another possible engage. Keller comes in with the entropy, dishing out some damage, and most likely Gatot Kacha will fall. No, AOG to retreat back inside the base. RWM popped in as well. A lot of damage being dished out to Rudius as well as Abhi, but looks like they're not going to be falling back either easily. With the Lord is going to be coming in. Does LCF respond to it, or do they stand back and just defend? The question is going to be there. Looks like they want to get into a position, but they can't find it just yet, Fredo.
Exactly, because they know the enemy does not have enough health. So that's the reason why they're trying to take this fight. But in case they take the wrong fight right now, because the enemy does have enough HP, except for Romcom, who might be a little bit low as compared to his counterpart. But now Rudius wants to go in for a jump, it seems. Both the sides, even Sacred Shrine, even though they are leading in terms of farm, even though they have better control of the map right now, they are still not ready to go in. But there comes the Tsunami Slam. Abhi, can he survive this? Anti-Gus jump out with the AOG, but now the one who's getting knocked down is Rudius, and Rudius will fall. But Dada comes in, the Sky Piercer will prop off, and he will be getting taken down as well by Pit. In the RWM, they're fighting, they're trying to retreat back, but there is no time left. He will get taken down as well. Sailor Moon falls on the hands of Van Satoru. Only Abhi left. Can they go for an early end without the Lord, like they did last time? Does not seem so, as the mid lane does have that gold shield up. But now they'll go for the Lord, and now Sacred Shrine are looking in complete control of this match.
Honestly, having the comfort pick, which was obviously Kelra's Nathan, is really turning the tides into their favor, because Kelra hasn't been taken down a single time. I honestly was expecting Keller to be pulling up the Nathan, because obviously we've seen that before, and I feel like LCF maybe they did not see it coming, or maybe the fact that so many of the XP laners were banned out already and he was kind of forced into the Gatot Kacha. Maybe it was not their plan, or maybe it was the fact that they just did not think Glue would be the best option either, because Glue can also get melted out, right? So maybe the Gatot Kacha could have been a forced pick, because right now NT has not been able to make the play, because Gatot is not exactly an EXP laner playmaker. He's more of the roamers type, right? So because of it, I think, since NT is not getting the space to do it, I think, of course, the side of Second Shine is shining much, much brighter. Right now, the Lord's going to be marching down to the base, and let's see what's going to happen. The screen is frozen for me a little bit, but hopefully, Second Shine, do they go in?
Yeah, they should definitely be going in. RWM has been placed there, where the Godlike comes in for Van Satoru. Sailor Moon is still alive though, and Abhi is still trying his best to clear those lanes out. They do clear out the mid lane. The minions though still crashing in. 3v5. Can they defend this? Can they defend this? It seems like Romcom going all in, trying to zone out the enemies. They can try to lock down the base, and that is exactly what they're doing. They'll get a few kills as well, but it's not enough to save their base. LCF will fall to Sacred Shrine. The score becomes 2-2.
Well, of course, it was going to be an even game, because up to no one's surprises, Sacred Shine is not a team to back off away. And okay, it looks like it's going to be a game number 5. And with it, it's going to be interesting what will happen as we head into a game of uncertainty, where things will turn a tide that we do not know of, right, Fredo? Because 5th game, it basically means this can be anyone's game at this point, and I'm not really sure who's going to be taking which one. Right now, both of these teams are standing tall to each other with their chests up high, saying, come at us. LCF responded twice, but so did Sacred Shine. The respect bands are going to be coming in. The Lancelot is not going to be seeing the light of the day already. And right now, Kelras Nathan, it's going to be something that they will contest for sure. And with it, I think, Fredo, it's going to be an interesting match overall. And we are in for a game number 5. No better way to obviously end the first playoff match of this evening.
Exactly, an interesting playoff match, and nothing could have went better than this, because right now it's game number 5. Both the teams stacked up till on the score of 2-2, and it cannot get any better than this, right? I mean, Sacred Shrine, they were team number 2 on the round robin table. So yeah, they were #2 on the round robin table. But right now, once again, if they do want to prove that they are better than LCF, right now is the chance. Like I said before, I'll say it again. They did not complete the match in the round robin stage versus LCF. They forfeited the last one because their goal laner, whose actual IGN is not Kelra, but his name is Fate. So Fate decided them to bring them together again. And wow, now they're facing each other. It's game number 5. Things are very, very hot here, as Sacred Shrine have the chance to make things even, which got left out in the round robin stage. So yeah, if Sacred Shrine does not give their all right now, when are they going to give?
Absolutely. I mean, for them, this is the thing about revenge, right? They want to make sure that they give a good competition. Honestly, I'm not exhausted. I'm just taking a breather because it's been 4 very long games, because almost every game has been going past 15 minutes. Every game we're seeing and witnessing that both of these teams are just going in strong and again and again. And honestly, I predicted it. I told you, right? It was 0-1. Then I told you Sacred Shine is going to be pulling back up, and they do. And then I told you, obviously I was telling Crucifix, thank you for coming in and obviously casting, brother. And of course, I told you that I told him that LCF will make sure they do not make it a 2-1 just yet. And they did the 1-2-1 for right now. There's so many 1-2, 2-2-2. But yeah, you get the point. It's 2-4-2 right now. It boils down to this 5th game, which basically means it's a best of 1. It's basically the last match. It's basically will mean whoever wins this one will stay in the upper brackets to fight Crux Requiem into the next stage of the playoff. And one going down to fight IGN is going to be, of course, the other team. Obviously, nobody's eliminated out of the competition yet. It's a double elimination, but it's going to be interesting. Anyways, I think Fredo, I think someone wants to join in. Join in. You can see the message, right? He's very, very excited to hop in.
Yeah, we can hop in.
Okay. Well, yo, I'm not gonna say your name, but I think you can hop in.
Heavens wants it, Ray, that there will be a 5th game for this LCF versus Crux Requiem. It's all started in the round robin, and right now the fire is still on. And we're going into the 5th game decider for the upper bracket, holder, you can say, because whoever lose, as you mentioned already, that they will be playing with IGN in the lower bracket, and whoever wins will get a chance to play with Crux Requiem. So LCF versus Sacred Shrine. Obviously, the name got changed, lineup got changed, everything got changed, but the rivalry is still, on into the game. Obviously, every time we see these 2 teams, from the name, when the name was Eliminator, they were like Eliminator versus LCF. Then it became Anarchy, and now it is Sacred Shrine. So let's see how the heaven will fill this time, because everybody, the viewers, me, everyone, Nits as well, everybody wants the 5th game decider, and here we are into the 5th game.
Absolutely, and we should be getting into the draft really, really soon. And with it, obviously, thank you, Fredo, and of course, thank you, Crucifix, for coming in and casting for the first 3. And right now, the 4th is done, and we dive into the 5th game. Fredo is gonna stay here for a while for the picture, right? But you're gonna be replacing his voice, man. You are Fredo right now. You're Nongsana. Make sure you follow the Instagrams, man. Make sure you follow them. And with it, LCF first pick again. They will get a chance to show themselves what is gonna happen. And with it, of course, thanks Crucifix, thanks Fredo for coming in. And with it, we're gonna be diving into the last game. And LCF, what is going to be the strategy. And of course, Ash looks like he's fully energized and he's not ready to sleep just yet, as because this game 5 is going to go pretty long, I believe, or maybe it's going to go fast because... Oh, there we go. Fredo disappeared. It looks like someone else will come in. The picture will be changed, of course. But anyways, one thing is for sure, Ash DZ, I am excited. Maybe my voice not say it because obviously I've been here since 7.
Of course.
But I'm going to be pulling up my energy as well to announce, of course. I mean, I'm saving that energy for grand finals, but I'm going to be honest with you. Because of course, we got to be that. Oh, look at him. Your name is coming in at live. And guess who is watching it live right now? You, dear audience. And right now, we still have one more giveaway left. The most active chatter will get a giveaway from 200 to 500 damage. So what are you doing? Chat, because I am number 3 on the rank. How? I'm not even chatting. Come on, guys. Gotta step it up. Right, Ash?
Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, I told you if I will win, those dice will goes to Nigeria Fund of Diamonds of our MLBB. Okay, there is a fund. I'm raising that fund, so it's okay. But now let's focus on the draft. The draft is going on, and it is an important draft, obviously, because all those cards which is already revealed from both these sides will not be used or maybe gonna used here. But in the banning section, we can see there is a Baksha ban coming out from the side of LCF. With the Lancelot and the Kalea as well. The Kalea was a bit tricky in the last game, if you'll, say me. But this time, it is not. It will not be in anybody's hands. From that side, CC, Franklin, Hayabusa, they well known their enemies. They well known Anti will be going for that CC pick. So they just banned it, but now Anti got the Uranus. Whereas, again, we're gonna see that Sacristrain Van with the Ishan Shin, and this time the Chushin, your favorite, will be onto the Sacristrain strike.
I have the stupidest smile, legit stupidest smile when I see Zushin. God damn it. I think many people don't understand how is it to be obsessed with one thing, but yeah. Anyways, if I get into my obsessions, this stream will become I don't want to say the thing, but yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we should be focusing on the draft, and you can, for that while you can. Let me actually. I would love for her to cover my face, but let me pull her to this side. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Jushin is just gonna stay here, and she's also gonna be there, and she's also gonna be here. That's like 3 Zushins, and I need a 4th one. But yeah, jokes aside, man, Zushin figurines is actually really rare to get. But oh my God, LCF, holy! They pull up with the game number 1 draft. But this time, they have the Esmeralda. Anti-signature. I would call it signature because he loves Esmeralda just like I love my Zushin, of course. So a lot of shields, a lot of heals, and a lot of HP. Very thick HP. What is Secret Shine supposed to do? Come back with a carry? Nuh-uh. I don't think that's an option they can go for. Go for the Nathan. It's gonna be really hard to melt down, but yeah, they pull up the carry. And maybe this time they can change things. And we're going to be witnessing, of course, them bringing it out and pulling up the heroes. Last 2 picks will decide the fate and will change things, how it will go on forward. Right, Ash?
Obviously, but the thing is, they're going with the Uranus Jungler. Are you sure about it? Uranus Hyper, because there is already 3 tanky members they got. Esmeralda into the EXP, Hylos into the Roam. And what about the Uranus? It's on to the jungle side. Serrar with the Uranus, and there is already a Chukshin out there for the Sacristrain. This is a big gamble, which is LCF playing onto their side. If it works, they're gonna dominate the whole game. If it doesn't, the carry will eat them raw. So right now is the chance for LCF to shine because it's the last game decider. It's a do or die for both these sides, for Sacristrain as well as for LCF. To be in the upper bracket or to just go into the lower and just grind more to come into the finals. So now is the game
going into the lower brackets, yeah. Just like you mentioned, Ash, it's going to be really. Yeah. It is a very long effort, basically. It's going when you can just stay in the upper brackets, right? Make it a little bit easier because going down from the lower brackets, you'll also have to fight whoever obviously fights it out against Crux Requiem, right? So you'll have to fight 2 extra battles just to stay in, which is of course. Something that's basically 2 chances of losing as well, right? So why lower your chances? Just give it all your go. And Secret Shine, I think they're ready. But yeah, anytime you see me looking down, I'm looking at your chat, guys. look at. Oh, okay. I should be pulling it up. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Make sure you're an active chatter and do not spam. Do not spam. We'll consider it as a bot. Just type out your genuine comments, opinions, or anything. Do you like our casting? Do you like the pick? Do you basically anything? And we'll take you as participant of the giveaway. And whoever is the most active, we're gonna select you. Mitten already got selected, and he'll get his diamonds 200 to 500. You can also get the free diamonds. Make sure you are an active chatter. This is already the final game. There's no more games after this. This is your last chance. Anyways, the draft, the bans are already done, and I'm looking forward to what LCF will pick up as their mid laner. Of course, the Farsa looks like it's still left out open, so that sounds like the obvious choice, right? But let's see. Ash, what do you think? Farsa coming up?
Maybe a Kimmy and another range co-laner as well, because right now the game is totally tilting towards those two picks. The damage dealer of this game will be the co-laner and the mid laner. So whatever they are picking will actually refers to the whole game for LCF, because Sacristran already went for that two picks, and right now they'll be go for that EXP and the Roam. And I think that maybe we're gonna see a Gatotkacha coming out from Art. Yeah, look at that. Just took the name and the devil is here. It's a Gatotkacha. And for the EXP, oopsie, everything is going into my house. I mean, whatever I'm saying is happening there. Oh, Daddy Dragon coming in from the side of Sacristran, as well as a Nathan play from Dada Ki Dadagiri. We all know Dada with a Nathan managed to take down a lot of tournaments. So again, he is with the S pick right now for himself. I mean, all this Nathan play in Indian community started with the picks of Dada when he just picked that Nathan. Right now, in the previous game, it was the Nathan who was the X factor, who was the game changer. So this game is also belonging to this two tank killer MM. One having the magic penetration, one having the true damage. One, there is a carry out there, there is a Nathan out there. But in the early game, Nathan will actually have an upper hand in the goal lane. And you know, having three tanks, they might go and, give a good rotation towards the goal so that the early snowball will be captured into the side of LCF. But that's the catch, guys, here. Sacristran, how they gonna break out this rotation thing will be seen in this game as we are proceeding towards Ray. What do you think? Viewers, what do you think? It's gonna be an
exciting one, man. It's gonna be an exciting one. I want to side with Zushin, but at the same time, oh my god, the compositions are just spicy. It's going to be an interesting game because it just says, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot emphasize it enough. Do you call me a broken record? You can, absolutely, because ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading to the game number 5 of tonight as we will witness the one that will remain in the upper brackets. It's not even a final, it's just the second day of the playoff of the upper brackets, and yet we're getting such great games. Huge shout out to, of course, these two teams for bringing us such great goosebumps. Game 5, LCF versus Sacred Shine. I guess it's time for revenge, or it's time for the champions to stay strong and remain in their upper brackets. LCF and Sacred Shine. I can't emphasize it enough, ladies and gentlemen. Just head into the game and we'll witness what happens. Obviously, casting along with me is going to be Ash TZ, and I am Ray. Let's see, already a lot of poking. Traditional everything.
Okay, there you go. In the mid, already started the pokes from the Ishan Shin Aviv. Okay, Asuna it is. Well, having a lot of hindrance there by the mid right now. But you know, Asuna is with the Kimmy. Okay, there will be an engage. Flicker comes up for a save right now. Art got a lot of damage in between there. But Ray, Yuzong, pick me and you casting. And you know about the third.
Romcom, I'm sorry if you lose, man. This is a huge curse. You don't know it, but we know it. But already a lot of poking into mid. Oh, Art, better watch out. So much damage being dished out, but I think Art can be taken down if the Hylos decide to go in. But of course, that's the Zushin over there, mate. You can't exactly take down the Zushin that easily, right? So anyways, with it, 0-4-0 still. And the goal lead is not going to be changing anything because I do think the first hurdle will come on. Sorry. The first fighter will come in their turtle, but it's pretty clear the Zushin, obviously, winning out the lane, at least for now.
Of course. And now you can see that in the top side, we can see Anti is winning the lane against the dragon. And that is not because the Esmeralda is the counter of dragon. That is because me and Ray are casting and there is a Huzong curse. I'll always say this because we always see that thing. Mountain Shocker comes in, engage as well. Esmeralda will be taken out. It's the first blood coming out from Sacristan. They just started the notebook for themselves in the do or die decider game at Wardrum Esports.
This is interesting, and I'm happy as Zushin got a first blood, right? You know it. But into the bottom lane, that's interesting. Traction pull coming in, and the turtle will go into the hands of Sacred Shine. Van will be getting it for sure. But with it, oh, Yuzhong is all the way on the bottom lane. What's that? What's that? He wants to take down Nathan, and I think he will. Does he?
Okay.
Level 3? Is it going to be possible? I think he will.
Okay, Entropy comes up, but it will be the Black Dragon taking out the Natan there. What a rotation coming out from Sacristan right now. Managed to take down Dadas at the goal. But now it's time, Sacristan actually prioritizing the early game for themselves because their draft is kind of that. Okay,
Yeah,
another engage there.
bottom lane.
Pull up. Glorious pathway popped up. There you go with the turret damage. Hylas managed to take down Gatot. Art falls down with Rudius having the fun there. Right now, Asuna join. Entropy comes up from Dada there. Crimson Bacon for the save going into the backside.
I think, Sacred Shine has to watch out for like scenarios like this, but at the same time, they get the killer into Dada in the early game. Try to stop him, which is a really good thing they have witnessed. But right now, Abhi is getting obviously a little bit off his level, and he's able to hold his lane against Zushin because, of course, right now he's slowly coming in line because that's what Kimi excels at for now. But Sacred Shine's still doing it pretty good. Kelra, as well as Romcom, Bid, and Van, all of the members have only have only 0 deaths up to their name. So LCF have to go in for someone, and looks like the one that they want to go for was Bid. But Bid will use up the flicker to just dodge it out. Keller will get this corrosion scythe. He's a little bit ahead than Nathan, but mid lane pressure. Is it going to be enough? No, they won't engage just yet because the turtle's coming in 10 seconds. And that is where we'll most likely see this next team fight, Ash TZ.
Mountain Shocker just got used there before the turtle come up, but right now T-Curve already been made by Sacristan, so they are having the turtle advantage. A lot of bursts coming out from the Kimi onto the dragon there. Dragon going for an engage. Romcom with the Black Dragon emerging, as well as Esmeralda going into the fight. It's a big engage coming from the LCF as well. Crimson Bacon popped up. Uranos will be taken down, as well as the Ishanshin. Both the junglers got taken down. AOG comes up from the side, but it will be Black Dragon from the back line, taking down Esma as well as Hylos there. 3-man down from LCF. Till now, Asuna is bursting down the dragon. Coming in is none other than Kelra, and it will make Asuna a little bit forcing him to go for the backside. And still now I don't feel like they're gonna take the turtle. Okay, it's actually Kelra taking out the turtle there.
For the team Shrine, I just think, I think they'll get the turtle easily. Yeah, it's an easy turtle. But do they want to go in for an engage? It's kind of futile, so they'll just go back. Good discipline coming in from the hands of LCF, knowing that this is not a team fight that they want to go for. They just have to fight farm a little bit because Kimi as well as Nathan scale up exceptionally well into the later game, while so does Kelra and Van Satoru. So this is going to be this is so cinematic because both of them have 2-for-2 pointers into this 5th game, and this is a 50-50. Both of them have insane late game scaling. Kimi Nathan scales up very well, and so does the carry and the Yushinshin. I'm repeating it because, of course, it's going to be really mattering as we head towards the later phases. Looks like their focus is going to be into the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Van is trying to go for those macro pushes because, of course, that's what he really excels at. We saw it when he was picking Lancelot. We saw it when he was picking the other junglers as well. But he's obviously going to get a little bit pressure coming in from Anti, who has the sprint and can rotate much faster as well. So the push is not going to be there. Instead, Anti might be the one pressuring the lane. But so far, Sacred Shine is trying to camp up in the bottom lane, but up to no success because, of course, 3 members there can't really exactly push in. Art will get a little bit of pressure to his face, but it's all going to be good. I think the next hurdle is where we'll most likely see the engage come in as TZ.
Of course, and in between it, thank you, Lentina, for that 100 rupees. Obviously, in the chat, there is a lot of things going in the chat as well, not only in the game, The chat is also fire up right now because this game is totally important for both these sides, both the teams, both the fans as well. And look at that. There is the engage at the top lane. Anti going inside the turret. A lot of absorb onto the Dragon. Dragon going for a dive. Romcom in a very bad position. Might be taken out there. Okay, there is a spell bam going as well. Oh my goodness, man, to take down Anti there. Retaliation, redemption right now. Might taken down with the Uranus. Ramon in a very bad position right now. Ishanshin joining the team fight. It's a double for Romcom. Oh, that is obviously, I mean, that was actually an overextension. Then it got a pricey reward for...
Absolutely.
Yep.
But of course, Alentina is she just not just donated 100. She has donated before and before. So of course, huge shout out to Alentina, obviously the manager for LCF, for supporting her team and of course supporting Modern Games. We appreciate you the most, of course, bestie. But as well as Ting as well for donating as well. So thank you for all the people who have super chats, given the super chats and supported Modern Games. So we appreciate you, of course, the best. And of course, stay active in the chat and you might have the chance to win out the giveaways. Oh, but look at that, Daragiri wanted to dish out some damage, but of course can't find the angle just yet. But 2-for-8 score right now. Circuit Shine has a really good advantage, but traction pull, look at that.
Glorious pathway popped up once again. Romcom with the Dragon. There you go. Another engage at the mid lane at this moment. Mega kill will be secured by Kelra. AOG comes up. 2-man got captured. Uranus got down there. And right now, Sacred Shrine is just raining their power onto LCF. It's a 10-2 score with a 6k goal lead, having three macro lead on the turret side. Lot about to come, Ray.
Yeah, and with 2-for-10 right now, it's looking like really grime for the hands of course, LCF. For right now, 7,000 gold deficit. They really need to scale up, but at the same time, the pressure coming in from, of course, Sacred Shine is a little bit too much. And I'm not sure what... I think they'll just have to wait out and see what's going to happen in the later phases, right? They'll have to just wait for Kimi and Dada to just scale up. And that is their only hope right now. Because other than that, I'm not sure what they can do. Because the frontliners are just getting quite melted down. Because Kelra is level 12. And the rest of the members are still level 10. Not to mention the Dragon is also putting in a lot of pressure. 305. Looks like, you know, Yu Zhang is only banned in, cursed in that tournament, man. Here, looks like he's a different dude. But Van will get the Skybracer, and so does the Zushin. Carry will get, oh my god, Carry is full build. That is nasty. Oh, 8,000 gold lead, basically 200 gold away from getting that 8k mark. And Dada is still on that 6k mark. 2,000 gold advantage into the hands of Carry. That's basically one extra item. And it's getting seen. Building towards the fourth one. LCF can that's seen their names stand for comeback tonight. Because Sacred Shine are really putting them into a corner. I do trust them, but at the same time, Sacred Shine, they're not showing any mercy. They're not showing any restraint. They're going all in. They want it. They want to get this game at any cost, Ash.
Trinity already completed for that carry, and right now another engage. Okay, it was just a poke from the side of Sacred Shrine right now. You know what? If LCF wants to win, they must hold this game right now. But this macro lead will be a little bit troublesome for them in the late phase as well, because the tier 2 is also got fall down. Another engage comes in. It's a shutdown from the Dada. There you go. One Satoru engage as well, and we'll be taking out Dada. 1-for-1 comes in. Is the Rambo Dragon. That means a double kill will be secured by Van Satoru. What a game. I mean, even though LCF is taking over the fight, but then it's Sacred Shrine who's winning the fight as well. Now the Holy Blessings is on. Lord coming up onto the top, onto the bot side. In the meantime, they will be securing the tier 2 in the mid as well. This is actually a good wave management as well as lane management from the side of Sacred Shrine. Okay, Lord enters. Blessings comes off.
Yeah, and you know, not sure what they can kind of do right now, because 3-for-12 and a massive 7,000 gold lead into their hands. Oh, look at the pressure that's coming in. Keller will get the Malefic gun, so that's a little bit more penetration and range coming in as well. So I think, not sure. Can LCF make the play? They do have the tier 2 on the top. That's kind of helping them. Their inhibitors are still quite healthy, so it's going to help them as well. But we've seen the Trinity build is on in the hands of Carry. Carry is just gonna melt Uranus as well as Hylos so fast that the only one that can sustain is Anti because of the shields, but even then, the Carry's damage is a little bit too much. Not to mention the knockups that are there. There's the Gadot with the knockup, there's the Yuzhong with the knockup, there's the Bed with the Zushin knockup. Not sure what LCF can respond right now, but let's see if they can make a miraculous play, because of course, waiting for the comeback, but Dadagiri will finally get that Holy Crystal, but so does Bid get that obviously. Wishing Lantern, 8% more HP base damage per second every time he hits that 800 mark. It's going to be really important team fights that are going to be coming in the next 30 seconds, and I do think that Sacred Shine right now can make it the big upset, but at the same time, LCF, they're not out of the equation just yet. But we've clearly seen, right, Ash, that Sacred Shine are just in a different form tonight.
Of course. And you know what? It's not about the form. It's more about the draft right now. They got 3 tanky members. At that moment, they traded that carry to themselves. I mean, even if you are trying for that, you should have waited for the second picking phase. You just gave them the carry. Right now, carry is fully on in this game, which I was actually in doubt that Nathan would actually go in an upper hand fight with a carry. But it was Romcom who was giving so much rotation towards the goal lane, because he won his own lane on the top, and then he was giving good rotation. Right now, secure the Lord there, Mountain Chakra comes in, they're trying for an engage before the Lords comes in, I feel so. But now, if you're gonna talk about LCF, I feel like all eyes on Dada and Asuna, because they are the 2 damage dealer this team have right now, and they need a little bit more time to just get into that full build and the damage spike as well. So if they can hold this game a little bit longer in the late, I feel like LCF can make their comeback. But if not, then it's the night for Sacred Strain.
Yeah, Sacred Shine might just get the chance to shine. The Black Dragon form comes in. Let's see, look at the damage from Carry. Oh my god, Anti barely making it to the base, but he survives it. Is it going to be enough? Ashley, look at that. A lot of things happening, so much so that the stream got frozen on our end because there is just overwhelming amount of force, but looks like the members are going to be falling.
Esmeralda. Okay.
Esmeralda falls in, but yeah, that's the only thing we can see because the team fight is just so strong. It was full on 5v5. The screen is a little bit frozen on our end, but I can't see the YouTube stream. And looking at it, it looks like the side of LCF was actually trying to make a little bit of a clapback, but it was just not enough. But Sacred Shine is the one ultimately that won it out. The base was down, and LCF is actually the one that lost. A big upset for tonight, but Sacred Shine's dominance from the right minute one, it was just a little bit too strong, and because of it, looks like the one that will be fighting Crooks Requiem, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Sacred Shine, as LCF will be pushed to the lower brackets, and they will fight IGN tomorrow night. Oh my god, it's just pretty much insane of what just happened, because I honestly was thinking that Sacred Shine will be pushed back a little bit, but looks like LCF's going for the risky draft again. Going for the UNS jungle did not work out around, because this time Sacred Shine saw it through and was able to make of course, the play that they really needed to make. And Ash, it's a big upset, but still, LCF is not out of the competition. LCF will go for the rematch against IGN tomorrow as they go into the lower brackets.
Let me tell you this thing as well from our side. The screen got forged at the fight time. Therefore, we just got silent. It's not about anything else, guys. Okay, so don't take it in that way. I mean, people are thinking that. I mean, we were sad for the defeat of LCF. That's not the scene, guys. We couldn't even see anything right now. Also in my screen, it is Carry taking down Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Was actually the game literally went on and on for the side of LCF as well as for the side of Sacred Strain, because the start was well. It was 2-1, and then we saw a reverse switch coming out from the side of Sacred Strain. They literally, I mean, deserved this. They played it, they deserved this, and I feel like Romcom will be the MVP here. His rotation was on to the mark, I can say, because of him, the carry got the early spike, as well as the Trinity got complete in less than 12 minutes. And then she was there. The true damage was melting down each and every frontliners from LCF. It is more like the draft was kind of messed up. I mean, they traded that carry for those 3 tanky frontliners. They must have thought about it. They must have, wait for the second phase.
Absolutely. And Ash, obviously, I want to get this over with, of course, because I know a lot of people have been waiting. At least I know one guy is waiting. I want to announce the second giveaway winner, of course, the one that remained active until the end. And I'm just going to say out your name, man. It's you, Priya Ranjan. I'm not sure if you're a guy or a girl. You do have a guy's form. I'm sorry, the YouTube thing is a little bit short. But Priya Ranjan, you've just won the giveaway, the second one and the last one for tonight, for being the most active chatter. So please type down your ID, or at least type down your Discord ID or whatever, so we can reach out to you. Just type down your UID, obviously, not UID, ML. Moba 5v5 ID, and you have just won giveaway from 200 to 500 diamonds. So congrats for obviously sticking around till the end and winning the giveaway. So congrats, and obviously enjoy those free diamonds, man. But with it, of course, I think they got the message, because of course the stream is a little bit delayed, but I was noticing who was the most active. Yes, the leaderboard is there, but because of course it's counting out the donations and the supports and everything. I was top 2, okay, and that is unfair. I'm not gonna take the giveaway away from the person who's actually chatting the most. Priya Ranjan, you were there, obviously chatting the whole time. So congrats. Type down your ID and claim it, or else we're gonna choose someone else from the chat. All right. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it was a really good series, full 5 games, and it was nothing we did not expected from the hands of course, both of these teams, LCF and Circus Shine. They gave a competition to be remembered by until the 5th series, with Circus Shine Zushin Pawa. But yeah, jokes aside, it's mostly the fact that LCF went in for a risky kind of a draft with, those 3 frontliners again, but this time around the carry worked into the favor and they were able to get the win. Anyways, I think with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're done for tonight, but make sure you tune in tomorrow at Wardrum Games. Subscribe, and of course make sure you tune in for tomorrow's match, which is going to be happening between the lower brackets between IGN and LCF, as the chance of redemption will be lit for both of these teams and only one will move forward. With that, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. It's already midnight. We'll see you tomorrow. And of course, Northeast Underdog Tournament Season 3.